We go. Welcome to another episode of the Great American Experience, otherwise known as the Game. And I'm the Wizard of Oz, and this is not my show. so, our show is made up of those who participate. So, let's see what kind of show we're going to have tonight. All right. Let me check the other sites, make sure everything's coming up as expected. Now, there is an issue with Restream, so all the chats aren't being reported appropriately. So, those on Twitch can see Twitch, those on YouTube can see YouTube, and Discord as well, but they're not talking to each other as far as I know yet. So there might be an issue and we may have to shut down the Restream stuff. Not sure what's going on. But we have other plans going on and I just haven't had time to get to working out the solutions on these. But and other than that, let me get the link out to you guys. Let's see here. Let me get the link out to you guys. Let's see here. What's up, Buffalo Bill? Come on up. Grab a link. Come on up, guys. Let's get this party started. All right. And here's on Twitch. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Sorry, just doing maintenance, getting things checked out. Nope, nothing's reporting over there. What's up?
What the fuck? You got me. What?
What the fuck?
Man. I got better lighting on your stream than mine. This is bullshit. I'm serious. I'm just using the lighting off my phone. Why can't I do that on my stream? It's bullshit. Because I gotta have another light and
it's Twitch.
This ain't too bad lighting.
Right.
I'm impressed.
This is on the game on StreamYard. That's why.
Oh, I know. I don't understand. Oh, wait. I might be able to use my. Hold on. Let me just try. I gotta try. I might be able to use my flashlight, and that's what I want to do. Let's see if I can do that. Flashlight. I'll have flashlight.
Well, I've been waiting for.
Oh no! Well, let me do it.
No.
That's all right, though. But
no, it looks great, man.
Just off my stream.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to get you and Pat and Canoes and Michelle and me together, and so we can work out a
time schedule. Yeah. I think I might go. I might start at 6 o'clock. Is what I'm thinking, because the nights are getting fucking coming in, man. It gets dark quick. So,
right.
I might be starting at 6 now. Ooh. It's that time of the year, everybody. We all gotta, acclimate and accommodate the seasons here.
I do. The tires.
Hey, what's up, Bruce Wayne? Hey,
Thanks
nice
digs over
there. Fucking camping, man.
Yeah.
And the old Subaru Outback got you there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Look, you got it going on, bros. Don't fuck bros. Bros, don't get all fucking drunk and fuck it up.
Yeah, I know.
My only advice to you, man, and you ain't gonna hear that ever again.
Yeah, don't tell me something I already know, okay?
No, that's why I don't even have a vehicle.
We love you, man. We don't want you to hit that road.
Yeah, don't tell me something I already know, okay?
I know.
I beat myself, dude. I beat myself up worse than anybody can beat me up.
you don't need to beat yourself
Okay.
up. You
Yeah,
just
trust
fucking
me.
learn from your experience. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Oh,
I learned
hey.
from my experience told me, fuck getting a vehicle right now.
No, I
Forgive
stay
me,
home.
Never
Dude,
let it happen again.
I only
That's
I
not a
only
movie.
drink at home. I only drink at home. I stay home after dark. No drinking in the daytime. No, no, no. Park the
Yeah, day
car.
drinking gets me in trouble.
Drink at home. No drinking in the daytime. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Right.
That's why I'm 6:45. That's when I'm allowed, and by myself. This ain't no fucking,
Right.
someone else telling me to do this. This is me saying, dude, it works. Wait
Hey,
till
you know what happened to
6:45.
me last
It's
time,
15
dude?
minutes before your stream. I can do 2 shots before the stream gets started.
You know what happened to me last time? I was drunk from the day before. Yeah. I mean, I know this guy is a fucking Afghanistan Air Force veteran. And he told me he got a DUI. He was so fucking on a bender that it had been 3 days since his last drink, and he still got a DUI.
You got it, Bear.
3 fucking days since his last drink, dude. That once you get older and your metabolism slows down, you can get so fucking drunk that you'll stay drunk for 3 fucking days. Yeah, I figured this shit out. I've done a lot of field research. Okay.
It depends on your hydration level.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you're drinking and how fast you're drinking it. Yeah.
Wow, I can't see the chat. This is fucked up. I'm trying to get in on the chat.
Yeah, on the phone it's going to be kind of difficult. But yeah.
Wow, no chat. I ain't liking that, but
So Aaron the Tires,
yo,
I'm sending you a care package, a little gift.
yeah, man.
I promise it's not a glitter bomb. I promise. I promise it's just a nice gift that you'll appreciate. You'll be able to use. It's not a bag of dicks or
Hold on, Bruce. We can't hear what you're saying. Buffalo Bill, you might want to disconnect and reconnect. Okay.
Buffalo Bill needs to do the fucking restart, motherfucker. There he goes.
Now you were saying, Bruce?
I was saying, Aaron the Tires, I'm sending you a gift.
Cool, man. I'm
Yeah.
in.
U.S. mail. It's not a stupid bag of dicks or anything. It's a useful item.
Dude.
I don't fuck around like that. Okay, it's no joke.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Dude. I opened up the package. It's cool. The
I
package
totally
is
enjoy
cool
your
because,
streams, man.
dude, it was a glitter bomb, and I didn't get glitter bombs. I did a little bit.
Who the fuck sent that to you?
Who the fuck was that?
What a dickhead.
No, it's funny as fuck. Dude, I opened it up in the fucking post office.
I would be pissed.
I was pissed at first.
It's a joke.
Yeah, well.
But then I got it. And dude, I just didn't want glitter all over in the post office. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've seen YouTube videos.
That's better, Bill.
I know it's a joke, but I'd still be pissed. I'd be like, because your expectations are, oh, I got something cool, and then, oh, it's just a bag of dicks.
Well, Bruce Wayne.
It's a funny story, no matter what.
The same method I'm using against Eddie right now. I got a problem, right? You don't react. Do not react.
Yeah, right.
You step back and assess the situation.
Yeah.
We got Eddie on that all day long. I got him on video, and he's making more videos for himself. Imagine that. Holy fuck! Imagine that.
I got 3 cornhole sets made today for the boards. You know, the yard game stuff. Got 3 sets finished up today. I just got to paint the covers on the top. And
no, what the fuck kind of game is that?
And people are buying that.
Sandbags. You do sandbags and
that thing. Okay, right. Yeah.
It's like jarts.
It's like a plank at an angle on the ground.
It's fucking jarts without the fucking
circles
on
the plank of wood.
It's jarts.
Right.
Without
I've never played that
dangerous
game.
end.
I'll make a video on it. But
I
yeah,
played darts when I was a kid. We had the neighborhood kid, Jeff would fucking catch darts. He was
Oh,
awesome.
yard darts.
Sounds actually sounds
Yeah,
pretty nice.
darts.
I remember. Yeah,
Oh
we
no,
played
Jeff would
yard
catch
darts.
him. No, he'd tell you. Yeah, I threw him at him. You fucking lob him way the fuck up there. He'd fucking look up. He'd see that fucker coming down. He'd swipe it right out of the air. Fucking
Man,
most
that
amazing
fucker
thing
hit
I've
you
ever
in
seen
the
in my
skull.
life.
You're
Jeff was
dead.
my fucking hero.
right.
We were like 12.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
Jeff
10.
was catching them fuckers. He said, fucking do them. Right at me. I'll catch them. He didn't give a fuck. He
And
caught every
those
one of them.
fuckers were outlawed because if they hit you in the top of the head, you're dead.
Well, Jeff would pay attention and catch them.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
it's the people that are fucking drinking their beer, not paying attention.
Yeah.
They're getting fucking.
Joe Jimmy Beam.
Hey, brothers.
I saw it. I
Yeah,
missed most of your stream,
I
man.
forgot to turn off mute the other side over there. So you should have just heard you guys all like echoing. I was like, gee, oh yeah.
Jimmy
Y'all
Beam,
know
I'm
these
sorry. I
guys.
missed most of your stream because I was at Aaron the Tires stream.
My black screen tonight. It's sad and pathetic, but I had 30 people watching a black screen.
Uh-oh, he's got a 12
This
gauge
little
shell.
baby, that's my favorite.
on.
It's a buckshot from Argentina. This is from Britain, or what do you call it? A New
Is that a
English.
slug?
Where's that, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's a
Bill's
slug, and it's actually very accurate.
That's a
It's
rifle
very
slug.
accurate. Yeah, and I love how accurate they are. Now we're gonna go down here. Now 223s are over in the other bodega, but y'all know what this is, right?
I think so.
I know what
Just
this
a
is.
quick test.
This is
308.
fire
Look
in
at
the ball.
SKS and AK. Yeah, SKS and AK-47.
5.56. That's a
This
40. No, that's a 50.
nope, that's 44.
44.
Mag.
One that happens to be
Nice.
my favorite sweetheart.
I
Now
like
this is a 7.
ammunition class. I love it, Jimmy. Ammunition
No, we're gonna
class.
go back. Yeah, we're gonna go back and
7.62.
talk about this. You see that right around here you have a paint, and over here you have the primer painted too. That's for
Waterproof.
long term. Yeah, long term storage.
308 or a 30
This is
6.
7.62 by 39. That's your typical freaking communist piece of shit kind of, but it works. Now,
All right.
this is your normal
I love
38
this.
special.
Ammo 101.
It's your normal 38 special. Okay. Now, just below the 38 special P is you got your little 9 little sweetheart. Everybody happens to love these things.
I hate
and
it.
they're yeah.
It's just
do
enough
too,
to piss somebody off, man. You can't do
Yeah,
shit with a 9.
you gotta
unless
pop
empty
them. You
the
gotta use
clip.
like 5 rounds to get the job done.
Are
That's
you kidding
why
me?
people
I
like
take out,
me,
take off all
people
out
like
with a
me and
25.
Wizard like the real deal. I guarantee you, Wizard got some of these. Yep. Now, and
This
then
is the
to just finish the
44
job
Magnum.
off, like Aaron the
It's the
Tires
most
likes to do.
powerful handgun in the world. And it will
There's
blow
my
your
round right
head
there, man.
off.
Hey,
Yes,
but
sir.
hollow point, Jimmy. Jimmy, hollow points, baby. Hollow
Yeah,
points.
but this is the only thing you can find down here. You can't find the stingers. You know the
Right.
little stingers that kind of
Yeah,
they got like a
GTI
half
Stingers.
metal jacket.
I got fucking
It does have a little
stacks of
hollow
them,
point.
dude.
It does have a little hollow point, but it ain't nothing like a stinger. This
Stingers fucking rip shit up, dude. Dude, they tear up the meat.
Yeah,
I'm into them.
I'm
I
kind
don't
of
know.
partial to
I'm
5.56.
sorry, It's
Five,
my
five,
40s.
it's
I don't know
damage
where my
incorporated.
40s are. I was gonna
No,
compare
you're fine.
the
I see
9
you,
with the 40 and show you the difference, but you
I
know,
see you, Bear.
40, they're really sweet. I kind of appreciate a 40, but
Yeah,
still,
Bear.
like you said, if somebody's really amped out or whatever and they're super drug head, a 40 is the same thing as a 9. It's just gonna piss them off, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like these
Not
days.
if you hit them in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
you
Well,
got to pop
22,
both of the
I get
knees. You
22
got to get
to the
point about
head.
the knees, hips, head. Yep.
Knees.
No,
I'm a knee
Guppy,
guy.
you
Sorry.
shoot him in
22
the
to the
eyeball.
head will finish the job.
You're telling me you got on. You shoot him in
Carl.
the eyeball. I
I
don't give
want
a
to
fuck
watch
what
you
they got
hollow,
on.
motherfucker.
You hit that motherfucker in the eye, and you're gonna kill him.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
22 will
Oh, I
do it.
know.
Yep,
Just
that's why I like 22
I'll
also.
put it in the knee, and then there's a soap opera that continues. Like he's down,
You
and he's
know,
fucked, and you could talk to the motherfucker and figure out what the fuck, why the fuck are you
Jimmy Dean.
attacking me, motherfucker?
That's why you need a pair of these guys.
Oh, Jimmy, stop. We see you. We see you, Bear. And, we see you, buddy. And we're you're not seeing chat.
I
Hey,
can't.
Jimmy
Hold on,
Dean.
I'm checking the
Jimmy's just
chat.
showing you guys.
Jimmy
Don't
No,
tell
Dean.
me
I
to see
can't
you
see
too.
the chat. Just so everyone knows, I ain't blowing you up or nothing. I
Jimmy Dean, I
cannot
got a
see
question
chat.
for you. I was told
Okay, buddy.
by a veteran one time that the favorite sniper rifle for short and medium range was 22 to the head
Okay,
of all time.
yeah, you're
Of all
talking about
time.
CQC. No,
All
you're talking
time.
about close quarter combat and
Since World War
within
II.
city blocks. Like I can shoot 2 or 3
Yeah.
blocks and pop somebody and drop them right there
22, yeah.
That
with a
blew me
22
away.
mag. No, you're
And an
talking about
18.
22 Magnum.
And the
Right.
18-inch barrel.
Right.
Damn,
there's
you're
something-
on it,
there's
brother. You
something
know
to
all
that.
about it, don't you? Damn, you
Yeah,
got
I bet
18
you
inch, you got
do.
22 inch with a good
Jimmy.
scope. Yeah,
Jimmy.
a 22 Magnum, boy. Because see,
Jimmy.
the buildings, or if you're in the woods, they block the air, so your bullet goes a lot more straight.
But Jimmy, you remember who I am, right?
Right. It's just we don't talk about stuff like that just out in the open, you know. I know we're all like,
I'm not up on all that shit like you guys. I'm just a squid, you know.
well,
Trying to
no,
learn.
in the army, all you got to do is do the X-ray, because I started out 11 Bravo, 11 X-ray, and I went 68, then 75, then I went 19, and then 15. I had so many different jobs in the military. It's freaking insane.
I was a
But you're
91.
15 X-ray spec ops. We're
Jimmy,
damn.
I was a 91 Super B. Field surgeon qualified.
91 Bravo, man. You're on it. Now the
Super.
18 Bravo is your partner. That you're talking about Special Forces medic, right there.
Hey,
18
I know how to push the red button. That's all I need to know. Entire country's meltdown. It turned them
I
into a
love it.
glass parking lot for
What a
2,000
job.
years.
Looking at a button for 10 hours a day.
That's right.
I
All I
just
gotta
picked
do is
those,
push
bro.
it. All I gotta
Now,
do is
when
push the
you're
red button.
Yeah, as a seaman, there's a lot of maintenance to the boats, and
No, I was electronic tech on submarine.
oh
I
hell,
was on,
okay,
I was on a quick response crew. Oh yeah, I
right,
held the
changing
nuclear.
fuses and shit. Yeah, I'll get you.
I held the launch trigger
Yeah.
one day. It just
But yeah, a
starts.
lot of people
yeah.
don't realize how accurate the 22 is and how
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
Bill.
yeah, 22 Magnum.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I seen a guy take a deer out with a headshot with a 22 once.
Yep.
And I was pretty impressed.
Like I said, aim small, miss small.
That's right.
Aim small.
Right. That's a veteran's term. I've heard that before. Right. One shot, one kill.
That's
Aim
right.
small, miss small. Right.
Right. And don't make any more noise than you have to.
Don't make any noise except the
On a
pop sound.
22, it's not hard to be quiet.
Yeah, I heard that goes all the way back to World War II. The
Mhm.
22 rifle
Yo.
was the favorite sniper round. Because the first thing you got to think about when you're a sniper is you get somebody is where'd that shot come from, and then the enemy sniper's looking for you to pop you right back. Yeah,
That's right. Or that bastard around the corner just heard that shot, and he knows you're around the corner now.
All right, stealth is everything when you're a sniper. I just watch movies and shit. You know, I think about this shit. I don't.
Stealth is important in a lot of different situations.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
What is this shit about a 17 HMR? I have no fucking clue what that is.
If you're good with bullet placement, a 25, a little pocket 25, it almost makes no noise at all. if you even just cover the gun.
My favorite dude is AR-15 with a 5.56. I can hit with iron sights 100 yards out, the bullseye, every time, just with iron sights. You just know how to breathe, relax. You don't squeeze the trigger. You gently pull the trigger.
Yep.
You know, at the end of your breath, you start to
Pulling the
inhale.
trigger. You get in the habit of pulling the trigger nice and easy and slow, but your focus in your mind, you're focusing on that aiming.
The target, right?
And it should surprise you every time. Bam! It should surprise you. You got to have
supposed to let the
confidence in your
trigger
weapon.
surprise you.
You know why my squad, why my boys were always the best at the range and everything? Now, your front aperture, you just take your Gerber out, you get the file, and you file it to a point. All four
What?
sides.
The front
file it to
iron
a
sight?
point.
The front iron
Boy,
sight? Mine's stock, you know, it's squared off at the top. You file
Well,
it
I
to a
had to
point.
stay with the military. You know, being an armor, I had to use military issue.
I never heard
GI
that
Bill.
before. But if you file it to a point, then at night you can't see it that well.
No, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I gotta
Because
try
you
that.
don't paint it. You don't stain it or paint it, and it stays shining. Even the stars makes it kind of shine for you. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, what can I say?
Hey, you said it all, man. I listen to the word you said.
My boys are always the best. God, I miss them. Oh, by the way, I'm 50 years old, guy. Who was it that had a birthday today?
Happy
60
birthday,
years old.
Jimmy.
Well, no, it wasn't me. Tow truck. Was it tow truck that had a birthday today?
I don't know.
Somebody on my
But
chat said, "Oh, today I just completed another year." I think it was tow truck.
But dude, Jimmy Beam is not trained like you guys. I mean, all I know is shit that I've taught myself. To be able to hit a bullseye at 100 yards with iron sights with an AR-15, I think is pretty fucking excellent for a novice.
Oh. You got to understand that level of excellence of a person is your standards and your discipline. Now, standards and discipline depend on, some would call it hard-headedness, or I'll call it tenacity. You drive yourself. Yeah, it all depends on a person. Why do you think that in San Diego, in the Hell Week and the Buds, you know, the Navy SEALs, that you have so many dropouts? You know, in Delta Force, good God, there's a lot more dropouts in Delta Force than there is in the SEALs.
Yeah.
You know, I got to say though that my time in the Delta camp was a lot more enjoyable because there's no actual list of rules. Only rules is sleep in your PTs and come run with us in the morning. That's the only rule.
And they don't scream at
They're
you
like,
like,
hey, chill out. Yeah, but you got to be with the guys. You know, you can't just be a freaking lump on a log. You know.
and Jimmy Beam, they don't scream at you like SEALs. Right. They already know.
No, you want to be there? Hey, you're there, man. You just get it on. Do your thing. You
They
know.
already know that you're legit. They don't scream at you and you know, like a recruit. Right.
Today's Buffalo Bills' birthday.
Oh, Buffalo Bills. Who it was. Okay, good deal. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was cleaning my sword.
I saw that before. What'd you do? Wipe it down with oil or something?
Did you silence your crossbow? Yeah, he put bacon grease on it.
Brasso. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people like to use grease and oil, but grease and oil gets hard when it's cold, so I use brass oil.
It's good stuff.
Works really good. That's why I get the big jar of it, or what do you call it, big bottle. Yeah,
Yeah.
old school, baby. Make it work.
So, Jimmy Beam, did you hear about these damn libtards here making plans to burn every city after the election? Doesn't matter if Trump wins or not.
Yep,
Yep,
yep.
it's legit. I looked it up today.
And
We might have to get our
I
guns.
want to. I need a couple of spec ops guys. If y'all know anybody who can actually travel and is still like kind of semi connected, they can talk to a colonel, a base commander, or whatever. Get their asses down here. Um, I need my kids to be taken care of. You know, I don't want to leave my kids. There's some things that we can still do at this point, and damn it, I feel like I need to be up there. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to be up there, and I'm just slapping my knees right now, just gritting my teeth because, or what do you call it? Biting at the bit.
Yep,
Dude,
chomping at the bit.
Hey, Bear.
yeah.
Hey,
In the morning, I'll be sending
Yo,
Congress and
Bears in
senators.
the
I'll be
house.
sending the president and the Pentagon communications.
Right.
Man, it's been a long time since I saw you, Bear.
I went and got my driver's license renewed.
Yeah.
It expired 7 years ago.
Sound like me.
Join the club, Bear.
I went and registered to vote.
All right.
So I got that taken care of.
Good
I
deal.
went, bought a car, licensed it, insured it.
You've had a busy day.
Me too, Bear.
Bear put a little bit of that Viagra powder in his coffee this morning. He
Yeah.
got moving.
Hey, Bear, let's see that hat. Put that hat in front of the camera.
No, that's just Chevy.
Man, it's good to
Okay.
see you. You got all your
There is.
fences built, Colorado or Wyoming or wherever,
No, them damn tree huggers shut it down.
but you got paid for what you did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tree huggers. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
You're in southern Washington, so you're pretty close to the Florida border. I mean, the California border.
I'm not either. I'm in Wyoming, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wyoming. Yeah, he's on a
Oh,
fence
okay.
building mission.
Well, in Wyoming, who the hell would stop you from building a fence, man?
Department of BLM, Bureau of Lives Matter, or whatever the hell they are. You know, you got to kiss. I'm talking about our government that makes you kiss ass. I had to lick ass and lick balls and everything else to get my driver's license. I go down there. They said I needed a birth certificate. Okay, so I wait 2 months for a birth certificate to get here.
What the
Cost
fuck?
me $40 right?
Dude,
and
they
it's
could give it
addressed.
right to you. They could give it to you right there on the spot. You know, they print it
They
out. and print it
cannot.
out.
They won't.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Fire people left and right. They'd have to put me in jail to get me to stop. Good Lord.
So finally, I get my birth certificate here. So today I go down to get my driver's license, right, renewed, because that's
Right.
what they said they had to have, and a mailing address, right? Well, this thing was mailed to me from the state. It's an official. No, they want a utility bill or something, and I'm like, they wanted two pieces, and nobody writes it. They don't even know I'm here. How the fuck somebody gonna give me a damn whatchamacallit, you know?
Illegal aliens did it to us. It's
No,
part of the
I know what
new,
you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about
True
because
ID.
back in 2001 at Fort Campbell, I was living in Dover, Tennessee, right out of Fort Campbell. To get my electricity and stuff going, I had to have some kind of utility bill in order to do something else. But where I was renting out, or the government was renting out for me to live at, had solar panels and a solar system, which really turned me on, man. The solar, alternate energy. But
I don't have utility bills.
look, I bought a refrigerator, okay? And the refrigerator I bought with that receipt, with my credit card or my bank card from the military, Bank of America military. They saw my name on there and they said, "Okay, thank you. That's just for confirmation." And they let me go ahead and rent a car. I'm like, good God, man. That's my experience with that. I mean, they're trying to complicate things to such a point that you can't do nothing without a chip. That's what it
Yep.
is.
Anyway, I couldn't get so then, but she was cool about it. I mean, kind of, just all these damn regulations and stuff, and they're pissing me off. And she suggested, well, go register to vote, and they'll give you a voter's ID there. It'll have your address on it. That's acceptable.
Okay.
So I went over to the courthouse and went up there and registered to vote. They didn't need the 3 pieces. They just needed a social security card, my driver's license, and or not. I didn't even have a driver's license, but my birth certificate was good enough, and my social security card, and my thing of mail. Boom, boom, boom. Asked me what I wanted to. I had to decide which party I was affiliated with. I put
Really?
Constitution. I don't give a damn if it's a Demon Rat or Republican. They're both the fucking same. Follow the Constitution and you're my man. Otherwise, get the hell out of my country.
Right.
Yep.
Bottom line. But so
I'll say
anyway,
something right now. Hey,
that
Bear,
I'll
I'll
then I
give
had
you
two.
an amen. Amen.
So I went over and got my driver's license. I wanted to get a state ID too, a picture ID. They only do one or the other. I wanted
What?
2 of them, one a regular ID or whatever, so that I have 2 picture IDs. And here's a different one. Here, this is my state ID.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to another state, maybe Montana or something, and get a whatchamacallit, because give me a driver's license over there, or not a driver's license, a state ID card.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't have
They
to have
actually have international
multiple
ID here.
addresses.
Say
I
what,
can
Bear?
have addresses.
Right. Right.
United
No, I live-
Nations has a national ID here in Central America. And I was tempted to go, but looking at all the criteria and stuff, dude, you really have to take a blood test. Literally,
Dan,
you have to give them your
I'm
DNA.
through hoops. I mean, literally, I had to jump through hoops and lick balls just and open a checking account was even worse. They wanted my social media accounts. They wanted my damn
Good.
passwords.
Right.
They wanted
What?
all this bullshit. They wanted my Facebook account. They wanted my Twitter account. They wanted my Google account. They wanted my my Hotmail account.
Wow.
What
I
if you
mean,
told
just
them you don't do social media?
Yeah,
then they
I'm
run.
sorry, guys. What? You're not going to
Oh,
be able
man.
to buy or sell
They're
nothing.
looking all the way up your asshole, man. I mean, with a damn Hoover vacuum.
Yeah, but Don Bear, I couldn't hear you. What if you just told them I don't do social media?
I did.
And what'd they say? Okay.
You have to have a what? It's all
What?
in their computer. They knew right away. They knew as soon as my phone walked in there, it hooked up with their computer. They had every fucking information. Well, that don't verify with this over here, and this don't match this over here.
They could see that
Oh,
you had
damn.
they could see that you had a social media.
It's hooked into APHIS. It's hooked into National ID Center. It's hooked into about 15 fucking Homeland Security. They're all connected together and all boom and everything.
Yeah,
They could see.
they
They
are.
could see
They are.
that
They
you.
really are.
Hold on, Jimmy Beam. I'm asking. So they could see that you really did have social media accounts when you told them you did not.
Yes.
Right. Fucking banks, man. Ugh. Well, guess what, Don Bear? 2 weeks ago, I bought a new car, and
So did
I had. There's a little delay, so I had to go through all kinds of shit just to get the title released. The dealership fucked up. They shouldn't have sold it until they had a clear title. And finally, after 2 weeks, I kept on them like a bad headache. And this manager at the dealership finally called someone at the state and said, clear this title. All it took was a phone call from the right person. I had to sweet talk her. I was like, yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you, honey. You know, talking like a Southern gentleman. And like, I wanted to get so fucking irate. I wanted to be like, I'm going to hire a lawyer. I'm going to sue your ass. I'm going to call corporate headquarters. But instead, you know, my mama taught me when I was a little boy, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And finally, she made that phone call, and she's like, title's clear. Come and get your car. It had been sitting on the fucking lot, paid, totally paid cash money, and they wouldn't let me drive it home because the title had this little hold on it for some nebulous fucking
You know what?
reason, man.
Well,
You got
congratulations about your car.
change the title.
Yeah.
If I bought and paid for the thing, I would have took it.
See, I was thinking about hiring a wrecker to tow it home. But see, even then, if something would have happened to the car on the way home or after it got home or whatever, and somebody
No.
else owned the title, I could have been liable for damages. I mean, it was all fucking convoluted. For 2 weeks, I went through hell, dude. Just like you're going through.
Registered to have an insurance card put on it.
They would not register it. They would not put the temporary registration on the car. That's why I couldn't drive it home. There was a
You got
hold on the
15 days to change things anyway.
Yeah, well, it took a phone call. The manager at the dealership finally, I talked to her real sweet one day. This was 2 weeks after I bought the car, and I said, I'm really tired of waiting, and I'm just going to keep waiting. And she said, 20 minutes later, she called me back. I just made a phone call to my connection at the Department of Justice, and the title is clear.
Secretary, yes, sir. The secretaries, boy.
Yeah, she made a phone call to somebody at DMV, and just like that. I'm like, you know, I wanted to say, you cunt, why the fuck didn't you do that the day I bought my car?
I know, right? What the hell, man?
But
I didn't know if you were conservative or liberal.
I still say they didn't want to sell you the car, so they made it as difficult as possible. Figured you'd give up.
They knew I was on a mission from God.
Well, I told you heard about it before it was official to go on sale. You managed to get the car for like 1/5 of what it's worth.
Right.
You know.
Hey,
yeah. So
their mechanics, the dealership mechanics wanted the car. That's what I figured out.
Okay. Yep. I've ran into that before.
And they put up a $1,500 repair bill on it. You know, an estimate on the front rack said it was leaking steering fluid. That fucker ain't leaking steering fluid. I put some of that stop leak in it, and it ain't leaked a bit.
Yeah.
Not one fucking
you can use black pepper, ground black pepper, stop a leak.
Well,
the stop leak does better. It also lubricates the seals.
Yeah. So I mean, this was an answer to prayer. I'm telling you guys, I was praying hard that day, and I would never even think of calling a dealership. And somehow I don't hear voices from God. Okay, I'm not psycho, but I got this message to call the dealership and ask them if they had a used car for under $1,500, and they go, "What? This car was just put on the lot this morning. How did you know to call us?"
They didn't even say bye.
Nice. I love that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's incredible. I've already put 200 miles on it. Runs like a top. Runs like
nice, bro. Nice. Oh, I love to hear that.
Miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
There's an 80 mile an hour speed limit here in Montana on the highway.
Right.
Yeah. Sign says 80 miles per hour. I've already had it up to 80 miles per hour. She just purrs like a kitten.
Pretty.
Yep.
Pretty. Yes, sir.
It costs me more to register my car than to buy it.
See, that's the next thing I got to do now. I got to get my temporary tag off, and I got to get permanent plates. I got to get the whole title. You know, I got to go down there and say, you know, well, a temporary.
Well, don't you have like 60 days to do that, or is it 30 days?
40.
Okay. You got a little over.
Days. It's already been 10 days, so I got a month left.
You'll be able to take care of business.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, Don Bear, I'm glad. What kind of rig did you buy, man?
I bought a cheap tank. It cost me $100, and that was basically the oil and stuff to put into it. But
What was
it's
it,
a
car, truck, van?
no, it's a little '98 Ford Escort.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's cool. You
Freaking
It'll
car.
get
I
you
hate
where you
Ford.
go.
30 miles a gallon.
Yeah, that's a great little car.
I mean, it's 30 miles a gallon. So what the hell?
Exactly.
I'm still figuring out how many miles to the gallon mine gets. I filled up the tank and I drove it halfway. Now I got to check the odometer and do some calculations.
Yeah, you
I gotta
fill it
take
up and see how many gallons you have used, how many miles.
Right.
What
But
what
it's
kind of car
all.
is that,
car
Bruce?
out.
I got an all-wheel drive Subaru Outback, so all-wheel
Oh,
drives.
dude, you're set. You're talking 40 miles a gallon.
No, all-wheel drives suck a lot of gas, man, because you're powering
No,
four
no,
wheel.
it don't activate. It don't activate the front wheels. It only uses the back wheels until you need it, and you got a balance gauge in it. And when your car goes up like that, it will actually activate in motion on its own. Or it depends on what year, really.
Yeah, well, this is 20-year-old car. I got it for $1,000, but it runs like new. So
Huh.
we'll see.
Hey, Bear, I just want to show you something, bro.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It got a 12-gauge slug.
Yeah.
I put one of
And
them
I'm
through
surprised I could find this caliber of slug down here. It's actually ribbed. It's what do you call it? It's
rifled
rifled.
rifled
Right.
slug. Yep. I put
Yep.
one of them through 4 old Ford pickup truck doors in a junkyard one time. Went through all 4 doors, even slowed down.
Yep.
Steel doors.
These bad
Didn't even
boys,
slow.
you don't find them. You don't. I mean, they're very rare to find. Look how much powder that baby's got in it.
Yep.
That's a Sabo, baby. I mean, ooh, you better hold on.
Probably
So
180.
so Don, tell us a story, man, about Wyoming and putting in fencing around BLM land. What kind of fencing? Is it chain link fencing or barbed wire or
No. The fence is for the Antelope Olympics.
for parks?
The Antelope Olympics. Those fences for the Antelope Olympics.
Oh, those 6 foot tall barbed wire with electric fencing at the top,
Yeah,
strand or
four wire. Yep.
with electric at the top.
Yep.
Yep, that's some tough work, man.
No,
Oh
that's pretty
yeah.
nice. That's real
Yeah,
nice, actually.
we got that around here in Montana too. Them fuckers will still leap over. I mean, you find a huge elk, they'll still leap over a 8 foot fence. I've seen it
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
bucks. Well, them bucks can jump, boy.
But here's the thing.
8 or 9 feet up.
We're not using steel post.
Wood,
Fiberglass sucker rod.
fiberglass.
Really? I'll be
Fiberglass
damned.
sucker. Yeah, that's what we use because
I just dropped a few trees and I cut my own post. Well, wow, man. Fiberglass?
no. Here's the thing with this fiberglass sucker rod, because out here the metal ones will rust, right? Well, fiberglass sucker rod won't. And this sucker rod's designed, it's an inch diameter sucker rod.
Oh, you put
Fiberglass.
them on top of the post. Okay.
Yep, make them 7 feet tall, and then drill your 4 holes. Boom, 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 and you set them in.
And it
Nice.
doesn't conduct electricity, even if there's snow on the ground. It won't
Yeah.
ground out.
I would spray paint it, just to make sure it lasts longer.
Oh no, it'll last forever. I mean, that stuff is.
And it's flexible.
Well, sun exposure with fiberglass, just like a boat.
The main thing is fiberglass doesn't conduct electricity.
Right.
It keeps your
It
hot
darn
wire
right.
hot.
Yep. Darn right, man.
If it was a wooden post and it got wet in the winter in the snow and ice, it would ground out the electrical.
There you go.
Yep. You guys seen the one-shot little fold-over Derringer pistol that shoots these?
No.
It's a palm pistol. It fits in the palm. It's just a little bitty old thing.
One
But
shot.
it shoots this bastard right here.
Talking about the one shot Derringer. All you got is
Yep.
one shot. Yeah.
One
I've seen
shot.
pictures.
You fold it over and you gotta reload it.
Yeah.
But that's a bastard, man. Imagine
Look,
that.
Matt.
Not even a 2-inch barrel on that damn thing. Woo.
What caliber is that? 38?
That's an AK-47. It's 7.62 by 39.
7.62? Shit. They make a one-shot Derringer 7.62? That's one for the...
it'll about break your damn
Yeah,
wrist.
that's why I call it a bastard, man. Look at that thing.
Damn.
Nah, I've heard that.
That'll end the argument real quick.
Well, so it is.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Damn it. Where's that picture at?
Oh,
Okay.
what a sweetheart. You got a 25. Don't even tell me.
That's right. That's right. A
It's
little
either 25 or 380. Nice.
Yeah, see that?
Oh.
It don't make shit. Sounds like a firecracker. It's less than a firecracker going off on a fire, that thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And I tell you, it's got all the range because it's got the extra powder mags.
Let's settle an argument real quick. Sure will.
Right.
That's what my grandma used to have in her bra all the time. But
Hey,
hers was
Emerald.
smaller.
Emerald,
brand
you
is
know,
that? Wizard?
round bales.
Wizard. What brand is that?
Targus.
Oh, I've heard of them. They're
Yeah,
not real famous, but
Well, Taurus, you're talking about Argentina. And they
Yeah.
make the Judge. It's a son of a bitch of a pistol.
It's only single action, so you have to load the first round.
Okay.
But after that, it's fully automatic. Or well,
how
not
many rounds have you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
11. One in the
11.
chamber. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Ain't
yeah.
she a beauty? Oh my God, that's nice.
And
boy.
check that out. It's all chrome and marble.
You can
Wow.
put that in your front pocket. Nobody knows what's in your pocket, too.
Yep.
Yep, got a little pocket sleeve for it, so it doesn't even shape in my pocket.
Yep.
Sweet.
Well, no, I just use a where the hell is it? A stainless steel chain, and I just leave it in my shirt like that. My little 22 Magnum. That's what I used to do with my 22 Magnum.
Yep, and it's got a little sleeve that sits inside your pocket. A little insert goes inside
Yeah.
your pocket. And this goes right into it and makes it right available for you.
Yeah, because the
Oh,
first
so it
place
doesn't go
any
all the way
card
to the
look
bottom?
is around your waist, so in your pockets.
Wait,
I use the
Wait. What do you mean? Is the sleeve inside your front pants pocket so where it doesn't go all the way to the bottom of your pocket, or it
It's called
keeps
a
it
pocket
against,
holster. Yeah, it's called a
Keep-
pocket holster.
keeps it against your body, so you can reach to the bottom of the pocket and still get your change out past the gun?
Yeah, you can get past it without having to worry about hitting a trigger or safety or something like that.
Oh, I see. Never heard of that.
And if somebody's frisking you, it doesn't feel like the shape of a gun.
Oh, I
Sweet.
got it. Okay. Because
So what you got to get
to
that
avoid
like
that,
custom sewed in?
always use a
No.
stainless steel chain. And this baby, it comes down to the middle of the chest. And that's what I kept my little 22 Magnum on.
Oh, well,
So I didn't really have to worry. Yeah, I didn't have to worry about any of that. It's just a little
Man,
tactic,
that's
you
too
know.
much for me.
Right.
You know all the shit.
Well,
yeah, I know. That's why I was telling you guys, you can get a pocket holster. And I'm telling you, bullet placement is everything. Don't just go for the shadow.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Aim
Right in the
small.
throat, baby. Right there in the throat, and they're or either right next to where their crotch is, just right to one side. You got the nerve center. I mean, that's nerve central for the body, and they're
And the number
dropping.
one thing about being good with a weapon is knowing the weapon. And the
Yeah.
only way to know the weapon is to fire that weapon
That's right.
and
Yeah.
I
practice.
did. I lost my arrow.
Dude, that's why. Yeah, arrows are a problem because you don't get them back very often. Not with one of those bad boys.
Yeah, no
Well, I
shit.
shot big
You might
ass
as well count those.
2,000 pound bale. I mean, I thought the bell would stop, but apparently
No.
went through that bell and maybe a couple.
No, I'm telling you, we were using 3/4 inch particle plywood, plyboard. Okay, it was going through and we had tires, ATV tires, big knobby ones and stuff like that. Behind that, and then behind that, we had pallets just in case, and cinder blocks on the backside of that. Okay, well, it got through and it was getting stuck in the second row of tires. Through the particle ply and through the first tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was at
That was
25
good.
yards and it flew just as straight as could be. I mean, it hit right where I wanted it to hit. I could see the mark where it went into the hay.
Yeah.
I dug out as far as I could reach in there and couldn't find the damn thing. So it must have went through that bale and probably 2 or 3 others. But I mean, there's 2,000 acres out there. It would have went out somewhere.
It was deep in there. Somebody's gonna pull that bail. Hey, there's an arrow.
Well, that's the idea. That's what I figured is, when we go out and spread it for the cows,
Right.
spread it out. And, if it shows up, it shows up. If not, oh well, lesson learned.
Right. But I'm just saying, I used to carry a Desert Eagle. Okay. That was part of my thing in the 1911s, stuff like that. So, yeah. It's not a. I mean, you don't
Okay,
make that
I
big.
used to have some
You know what
compound,
you got that gun for? You know what you got that gun for? And I'm serious. Just telling you from a functional point of view, is to scare the shit out of somebody else before you have to pull that trigger. You know what I'm saying? That's
It'll do
basically
the job.
what they're for. Scare the shit out of them. If you do fire,
right.
you're gonna destroy something.
That's right. NRA statistics show that nationwide, hundreds of thousands of crimes are stopped simply by displaying a
Brandishing
gun.
your weapon. Yep.
That's right.
Brandishing your capability for defense.
Rednecks will tell you don't pull it unless you're going to shoot somebody. No, that's bullshit, man.
No, just
Yeah. Be prepared.
Show hey, I'm serious.
You be prepared to shoot somebody, but you don't always have to shoot somebody.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to shoot them. You don't want to shoot them, but you have the ability to. It's right there, ready to go.
Yeah,
Right.
the saying, Bruce, the saying is, more correctly, the saying is don't point the gun at somebody unless you're going to shoot.
Well,
You can
take
show
this
the
when I
gun.
go to the store.
Yeah, just like you right now, you're showing the gun, you're not actually pointing it. So,
Right.
yeah.
But I take
you're going to get hurt.
No problem. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of bikers get into shit at bars, and all they got to do is reach their hand in their front vest. That's all they got to do is stick their hand in their vest, and it ends the argument.
Or down in their pants, and they're about to
pull nothing out.
Better be careful.
They're just like, oh, my hand's in my vest, inside.
Yeah.
Right.
When you go to a bar, you need to have one of these in your mouth. Okay, get used to it. Don't swallow it.
Don D. Rump, welcome in. Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Come on,
I can't see it, so I have no idea what's going on over there. I'm lucky to be on. They fried the computer, guys.
What?
Yeah, last night when I was talking, remember all of a sudden I went boom off. Yeah, it fried the computer. My phone has limited.
No, they did that before a couple of years ago. Remember?
Yep.
I'll be damned.
They reached out and touched last night. I can't. It won't hook up to any network now. It won't even let it go into a network. It fried the networking. My phone has got limited connectivity. It says it won't go online.
That's fucking crazy. So what happened to the laptop? What actually happened to the laptop?
Hey, Jimmy Bean,
It
Does it-
locked up.
what's that?
It works now. I mean, it comes on, but you can't
Go ahead,
hook into it. Internet's gone.
Jimmy Bean, what's that right there?
Internet is gone. In other words, your network card is boogered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Look at there.
They
That's
attacked
right.
the network. They went into my whatchamacallit.
This is my next ring for the next wedding.
They went into
That's a
your.
his and a hers. Yep.
Well, if that's the case, go. You know what, Bear? You can go into your control settings, go into your hardware driver set, or your network, remove it, and then turn around and reload it.
Oh, you're talking about resetting back to an earlier date, the setting.
I've done that. I set it back to whatchamacallit, all the way back to, all the
No,
way
the
back.
hardware settings. The hardware settings ain't gonna go back. You're gonna have to reinstall the network drivers.
Oh,
And you
okay. Okay.
What the drivers do that with, and the ability to get online to do that, right?
Well, that is an issue.
Well, then you go to the local library and you download it and burn it to a DVD at a library or a thumb drive.
Thumb drive better. Yeah.
Yep. Or a friend's computer. It's a bitch. I've done it before.
But yeah, you can recover.
Yeah, well, it was the computer that Miriam sent. It's a little it's got Windows 7 starter on it.
Oh wow, right.
And it's slower than Molasses, but it's a blessing I was able to get on, where I could see chat and stuff.
Okay.
But
Okay. So it may have to be going after. Yeah.
yeah, it attacked the network. I mean, it just totally downed it. It won't even let me hook into a home group. It destroyed the home group, and it won't even let me put it into the registry or anything. So it can't identify. It just says keep spinning, identifying.
Yeah. It doesn't have access to the network, so it because the network device is either corrupted or the drivers are messed up. If they're physically corrupted, then it's you got to blow out on a chip on the card for the circuitry to run the service. It's the hardware.
It says properly, and it can't understand why it's not working. But we don't know. We don't have a solution to that problem.
Right. Yeah.
Well, a solution. No, there is a solution to most problems. Is called oh my god, yeah, C4 plastic explosive. C4 plastic explosive.
No, it's called Linux.
Definitely.
Hey, Don Bear.
Say what?
The Linux operating system is free to download, free to use, totally free. It's a huge leap from Windows, but it'll make anything you got that can run Windows run like a smoking race car.
But I can't even
You're
get on.
not the only one that said that. I've heard that from so many people, man.
Now he's got to figure out his network
The
drivers.
Linux.
All
just most people are
drivers
lazy. They're so adjusted to Windows.
Which version
they
are
don't
you
want
talking
to
about,
change.
Bruce?
When you install Linux, it knows every fucking hardware system in your computer and automatically installs all the drivers at the same time it installs the operating system. It is so fucking smooth, easy. I mean, it understands everything. You don't have to go in there like Windows and go, oh, okay, I need this driver for this piece. No, Linux does all that shit for you, man. It's so fucking awesome. I've been
Be
using
worth
it.
a shot.
Yeah, go for Linux
library. You can
Linux
download
Mint.
it. You can Mint.
Mint is the easiest one for Windows users that are novices. There's hundreds of kinds of Linux. Linux
And you
Mint.
can download that for free.
Linux, Apple, right.
Linux Mint.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
used
using
to
it
have
for
Linux Mint.
years, man. And I'm not a geek. it took me that long to figure out which Linux flavor is the easiest to install.
Well,
And
you
it's
were
Mint.
on it, man.
Well, good to go. Thank you.
Well,
Good.
now, but there's just one thing. If it's a Hewlett Packard, they have what's called a protected partition on the hard drive, which is very
Yeah.
hard to erase. If it's not a Hewlett Packard, if it's any other type of computer, it'll install. Bingo. Just burn it to DVD and reboot
Happy
the
birthday,
computer.
Buffalo Bill. Good night, brother.
You burn it to DVD, reboot the computer with the DVD in there, and follow all screen instructions.
Hey, Kay. Well, she's getting ready to night tall herself and night night.
Hi, Kay. Good to see you.
Not
Night.
the night all.
Yeah. Dream well, Patriots.
No, that's what's so cool about
Yeah,
Linux,
sure.
man. It installs all the fucking drivers. It sees your hardware. It's not like Windows where you have to go in there and say, okay, find this driver for this piece. No, it installs it all free.
But Bruce, you know what that requires? Going through another damn bureaucracy. Now I got to go get a library card to go
Well,
to the
no,
damn.
kind of, yeah.
Keeps going more.
I know, right? And you'll have to have an ID for that too. Imagine
Yeah.
that,
Bastards, man.
right?
Well, the library I go to now will give anyone a temporary pass for 1 day to use the computers. You don't need a library card. All you need to do is say, I want to borrow the computer to burn a DVD offline, and they will just give you a number. They don't even ask for your name.
Be prepared to wait a while because the bandwidth is probably limited.
Not mine. It's smoking fast. It's 100 megabits per second.
Oh,
But
wow.
the thing is there's only 15 computer terminals, and some of the homeless guys have filled them up. They're sitting there watching porn and shit. I'm serious. So, but they only give you 1 hour. They'll give you 1 hour without a library card,
Mm.
and it only takes 10 minutes. It's a 4 gigabyte.
Blue Gem. Exactly, Blue Gem. The Mint, Linux Mint is
Mint. That's
free.
the bomb.
Yep, and you can download it and run it. And
I'm on it right now. Just make sure, Don Bear, Linux Mint installs with the built-in firewall off by default. First thing
Yeah,
you
I
do.
know. I've ran Mint.
I also recommend Spybot Search and Destroy.
This computer ain't worth getting having to buy a Spybot.
No, don't buy it. I mean, you don't have to buy it. You can just run the free version. You just have to physically run the scan. With a little discipline once a week, every Sunday, you clean your computer. Don't have to do more than that.
By the way, Wizard,
Yeah.
I found my white Onyx Arrowhead that I thought I had
told you.
lost.
And you know why you placed it where you placed it.
Yeah, you want to see it? I'm gonna go get it. I'll show
Yes,
it.
I want to see it. Yes. He was so fucked up the other day about
Yeah,
not
same. Spybot.
Yeah, Spybot Search and Destroy. Put all those words, and then
Hey, Wizard.
after you put that in the search, you put CNET, CNET, and it'll give you the exact link without the confusion to where you got to go to download it. Yep.
This whatchamacallit up here. This is crazy out here, man. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but at least I got a car.
Yeah. When you do install it, choose the free version, not the trial version. There is a difference. The trial version will expire in 30 days, and you'll be pissed.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
it is.
Version.
There it is, Bill.
Oh yeah, check it out. Put it closer.
Oh, that is
Well,
pretty.
I have to
handy.
refocus the camera.
Check you out.
It
No, actually, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
looks like white quartz, but damn, I lost. Well, my flashlight's in my car, but light passes right through this. It's not quartz. It's translucent.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of red clay from North Carolina in that crevice at the top.
Yeah.
7,000 years old, this expert told me here.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, now we're in that found over here. Fire pits dug down. They go down 13 feet, still fire pit.
Oh wow.
Big old fire pits. They've been camping here for centuries.
Wow.
Yeah, but most people won't say Native Americans were here 7,000 years ago. But this guy, he's from the university here, and he
They
saw
don't
me. He saw me wearing this on my necklace. I used to keep it on a necklace. I got some new wire, solid gold, 24 karat that I need to wire it up, and I'm gonna put it on a necklace around my neck again. But he saw me walking into a restaurant, and he goes, "Hey, where'd you get that arrowhead?" Just like that, just total fucking stranger. I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I'm a professor at the University of Montana, and I'd really like to see that. Can I hold it?" And I was like, I was kind of, "What?" I was like, "Okay." He goes, "Where'd you find this?" And I'm like, "How'd you know I found it?" He's like, "Because this is rare. This is white onyx." I'm like, "What the fuck? I thought it was white quartz." He goes, I was like, "I never even heard of fucking white onyx. Everybody's heard of black onyx, but white onyx?" And he's like, "This was traded by Native Americans 7,000 years ago, all the way from New Mexico or Arizona that traveled to North Carolina and traded it for something very special."
right.
And I'm like, 7,000 years ago? And I'm like, "Yeah, I was just walking through a cotton field on the way to the deer stand. I was going deer hunting one morning, and it was just laying there right in the middle of the fucking cotton field."
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's like the coolest thing I've ever fucking found in my whole life, dude.
Sorry.
And you guys ever heard of white onyx before?
Yeah.
I never have.
Yeah, I have.
I never have.
It's also found in Australia. It's also found in Australia. But yeah.
The only thing is the tip is broken. So that's what's cool about it, because if the very sharpest point of the tip is broken off, that means it probably hit a deer bone or something.
Or it missed and hit a rock.
Well, there's throwing water on a fire. Shit. Give the boy a break.
Let's see if I can get this camera.
That is pretty awesome. Imagine wielding a bow with a rock on the end of the arrow. We use like
Imagine
little
how I felt. Imagine how I felt walking to my deer stand that morning, and the rain had just uncovered this enough where it was on top of the fucking dirt.
Colonel Shaw's in the house. Salute.
Nice.
Can you guys see that?
Hey, Singularity. How you doing, bud? Yeah, we see that, bro.
It doesn't really have much of a tie point at the end. It's barely tapered.
Singularity. White onyx must be racist.
Ding! Fire in the bowl.
You know what helps you with your commands on your computer is if you hit Control Alt and hold it down, and you hit the arrow down, and it's something to do with blocking other programs where you can actually adjust things a little better. Always remember you got Control Alt, arrow up and sideways and stuff too.
Colonel Shaw, is that a tampon?
Hey, Blue Jam. Hey, do you use Open Office?
Dude, I don't. I just type. I use an old typewriter and I use my photocopier and I use snail mail stuff.
Have you used Open Office? I've never.
But here, I'm gonna have to use professional. What I got is Windows Professional, and from the military. I mean, that's what they use, professional.
Right.
And
I was
I'm
asking
gonna have
about
to load it up.
Yeah. I was asking about the Open Office stuff because it works with the Linux system and stuff like that, and you don't have to go out. Yeah, get a key and
I see,
approval.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
See, when you use the Linux system, everything about browsers, internet browsers, works exactly the same as Windows,
Yeah.
except
Yep.
Java. Except Java. But Linux likes what's called JavaScript,
Right.
which is
Right.
different. You don't have to install the whole version. When you install the full version of Java on Linux, you cut your security in half.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't recommend that if you can get away with it.
Yeah, not a lot of sites use Java anymore.
Right.
It's not bad.
What
But then
about
we
Java?
you run across the page, it's got it, and then all the information's inside the JavaScript, and it may be, whether then you got to decide whether or not it's worth
Right.
installing Java.
I
Because
like
once you install it, once you
AdBlock Plus and No Script and Privacy Badger.
yeah, I'd probably do a full system backup and then install JavaScript if I had to, and then erase and restore. Because
Right.
if you install JavaScript manager inside of a Linux thing and it changes the kernel, it's not going to change it when it leaves.
What? It changes the kernel?
Well, yeah, basically.
Well, I know you're a computer
Actually, it's called the
scientist.
Bootstrap, and Linux is called the Bootstrap.
Right.
Okay, so it's going to change that Bootstrap because it's going to give access to JavaScript to run backscript.
The boot.
Right,
Boot.
and it'll change the boot accesses.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Okay, that's why it kills half of your security.
Yeah,
Because
I read about that part,
restrictions.
but I didn't know why.
Right, it opens the ability for Java to write.
At boot, before you start the browser.
It has all the write accesses are given in the Bootstrap.
Wow. Man, you really do have a computer degree.
And 30
Yeah.
years of experience.
Yeah. It's like I didn't doubt you, but I'm just saying.
Sorry, I just don't.
I'm learning on the fly here, man.
I just don't brag on the stuff. A lot of times, I just
It's not bragging, it's just informing us. That's awesome.
Okay, Wizard, I need some of your whatchamacallit, knowledge. Hey.
Oh shit! What's up?
Hey. Okay, like I said, I used to bow hunt, but I never hunted with a crossbow. And this thing here, it pumps that some beast out there. So, what should I be? I mean, I've got tires forever. What
Right.
should I've got bales of hay. I don't want to be tearing my arrows up, and I don't want to be losing my arrows.
Well, we only salvaged. I think we were able to refire 2 of them, and we fired 3. Yeah, the third one was total waste. And the second time we fired them, they weren't right. Because then they just start taking turns. Nah, you pretty much. I don't know. Unless we thought about making our own, or using some kind of aluminum hollow rod to make them ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that to get the price down, because you're looking at what, $3 to $5 an arrow, or if not more, with tips.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So practicing is almost like $5 a bullet. The way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Bill.
Yeah.
Can I interject?
Sure.
Look, my arrows are solid carbon fiber. My bolts, the small arrows for my crossbow. And
Yeah.
what I do is I will cut into the bale of hay, and I will lay 2 papers from a newspaper in here, and I'll cut over here, and I'll lay two of them. And what it does is it creates a barrier, a direct barrier. And you take the bands off of the bale, and you put them in a big delivery box, like cardboard box, right? And that's what I use.
Okay, the problem is our bales are 2,000 pounds and they're 10 foot.
You're
10
talking
foot.
like the round bales. I'm talking about the square bales. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
got
here they
round
basically
bales.
you chop with a machete and you just gather it up. Okay. Huh. Yeah, good luck with them bastards. Because once the bolt goes in, it's gonna go like way in. You're gonna have to take the whole darn bell apart just to find them.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we got bills for days. It's like,
Nice. And at first, I thought when the crossbow came with the hollow aluminum bolts or arrows, I thought maybe a softwood tree, an old tree that was rotting. I thought it would be okay, but I didn't consider that the heart of the tree is actually pretty solid. And
Yeah.
right.
one of them that I found were like bent, and I just screwed them
Oh,
all up, man.
you'll break an arrow before you get them out of an oak.
Yep.
Well, there's thousands of tires. Do they come out of tires pretty easy?
They did come out of the tires fairly manageably, but the problem is that the fins are always fucked.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
care
once
about
it
them.
goes into something hard, the feathers,
Yeah, the
they'll
feathers are
yeah,
screwed.
The
you're screwed.
feathers is what I'm worried about. The fletching, you got to redo the fletching or just put on fletching, and the angle on it's what I need to know.
With the tires we were using, they weren't steel belted radials. Okay, they were
Okay.
plies. They were plies, so we weren't gonna, trash an arrow. We were trying not to trash arrows. But getting them out of the tires was a different story at times.
Practice tips. Their practice tips are not going to be
But
like
they did.
fishing tips or hunting tips. They're just little
We were
planks.
we were able
Well,
to recover 2 of the 3 that we fired. The third one
okay.
broke.
I got the field tips for kind of sighting in the sight.
Mhm.
And then when I want to do a satellite broadhead, I've actually got a dull tip set that's the same exact weight. It's got the same blades and everything. It's that the blades are dull. They're already dull. They're not meant for.
I just use a grinder. Seriously, I just use a grinder because the more damage it does, a broad tip, the more damage it does, the better.
Yeah, but in
No,
practice mode, yeah. If you had one of those broadheads on that damn bale
No,
of
not
hay,
in practice. You don't do that in practice, man.
it's probably way to hell inside that thing. It might have gone through the other side.
Now I gotta say, this little sweetheart, it really, really impressed me.
holy shit! I'm scared already. He ain't even pointing it at me.
Pointing at it,
I've
nobody,
never, I've
dude.
never had a crossbow. Crossbows look
That's
cool.
what I got.
Yeah,
That's what I'm.
you got your front sight, and you got your line right here. You got your bolt grabber, and you just hook up and you pull the cords, and boom, there you go.
You
Set to
take
go.
both hands. You take both hands and grab the string and pull it down.
Yeah, you
To
set it
lock it
down,
in.
you put your foot in here,
Right.
and you just you got
Don't.
a little yeah. I just like swapped you
The
guys.
problem is,
You got a little
mine.
place
If
to
you do
put
that,
your cord right here, and you with the both sides of the cords, you just haul it up and click. You're set. It's pretty quick, actually.
you have to fire the damn thing. You can't release it again though because it won't do it. It won't let the trigger pull. You have to fire the damn thing.
You have to.
You can't.
Oh,
You
ain't
can't
that
take it, try to
sweetheart?
pull it back off, and
It
release it.
feels like, oh yeah, that's the real deal. It's for my kids, basically. This right
And we
here.
got the crank. We got the crank on the back.
Nice. Oh, damn it, bro.
It pulls the
Yeah.
lock in over here.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna jack off real quick, okay?
Gosh,
Hell yeah, baby. That's nice.
Well, I
Man.
showed mine the other
It's
day.
like it's about a medium range right here. You got the hard hitter right there. That's nice.
yeah, this bad boy. I tell you what, this son of a bitch. Like I said, the arrows. I'm glad we didn't just do the 3/4 particle ply because it went
Yeah.
right through. It went into the second row of tires.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Well, see, I got tires for days that I could use. I got bales of hay, and then just feed them, when they spread them out, just watch for the arrow and the less chance of it getting damaged probably.
Right. I would.
Yeah,
I would.
what I did was I underestimated how a bolt would go through a bale of hay. And after about 3 shots with my kids, teaching them how to use it, um, I found out that they hit the wall. They went through the whole bale of hay, the three cardboard boxes that I folded down and I put behind them, and it hit the
Mhm.
wall. And I'm like, son of a bitch, man. That little bastard's got some power to it. You're talking about 800 foot per second. Yours is about 1100 foot per second. Kind of like yours
No,
is kind of like a 38 special bullet.
mine's 330 feet a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
this bad boy. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard to pull it, so we put the crank on it. So
Have you guys seen these YouTube videos about these backpack, small, foldable crossbows? They're like really compact, can fit in a backpack.
No,
I
I got
would
yeah,
a
think
you're right.
backpack. That's what I got, Bruce.
Yep.
That's what I have.
They have one where you can literally crank it like this. It's doubled, and you crank it back. You haul it back like that, and it'll bring the cord back. But boy, you got like 600 foot per second on that damn thing. And the thing
and then
about a
you got
bolt, it will go through body armor. It will go through body armor just like that, just like a longbow. I mean,
they,
who?
they got this old fishing thing that looks like a slingshot, but it's called the sling bow. So you take basically a wrist
Oh
rocket. Hold on.
yeah, I remember reading about those. I think I saw a video on that.
Yeah, the sling
Freaking
bow. That
nice.
was a good idea.
It's kind of
That's kind
tangled
of
up.
like David and Goliath with his rock.
Got my
Yeah, but
compass.
no, you got fish hooks. You got fish hook.
Wrist rocket. You know,
Okay. Hell yeah.
slingshot. And instead of pulling back a rock, you pull back this tiny bolt. And
Yep.
it's got these guides in front. They're like 65.
Yeah. A guy. Yep.
Bought one.
I saw that. Where did I see that at? Pretty impressive, actually.
Called a sling bow.
you know what time it is?
And fish with them and shit.
It's time for pie.
Well, I
Where's
thought
the
you were
goat
gonna say
master?
for fire in the bowl.
Damn it. Where's the goat master?
I'm done with my pie. Mm.
So Jimmy
Oh,
Beam,
you know what time it is.
you know what I mean when I say wrist rocket, slingshot like that,
Yeah.
high powered. That's definitely in my bug out pack if I ever have to bug out, because you can run out of ammo, but you never run out of tiny pebbles. You just pick them up off the ground.
Hell with tiny pills. I eat bearings. I got a whole bag of them like that. Probably about
All
300
bear- No, but I'm thinking survival shit at the
Yeah,
fan.
me too.
When when
Let's
there
just
is
say I
no
was infantry for a good while, and there's a reason why my knees are busted up like that. I don't believe in a small rucksack. Oh, I'll pack
right.
that baby down, man.
I'm thinking if I survive the initial shit at the fan and everybody's shooting each other and everything and all the ammo's run out, then what the fuck are you gonna do? You got to know how to make a bow and arrow from scratch
Yep.
with nothing but a pocket knife. You got to know how to weave the cordage out of grass or pine roots, fibers. You got to make your bow out of wood.
Hey, Bruce, let me explain something real quick. You cut through a tree till you get to the core of it, the very heart. Now you take that tree, you make the shape that you want. You make two shapes, which is better. You make one shorter, you make one longer, and then you start a fire and you toast it. You shape it just right how you want it, and then you rub it on a rock just like sandpaper, and how you want it, and you want it to have a little fur on it. Then when you toast it, it becomes it solidifies, almost like welding metal, you
Yeah,
know, like a
fire
What
bar.
hard,
about carbon tipping?
fire
Yeah,
hardening.
okay, there you go. There you go. Then you kill a deer or with a trap or something like that, and you take the intestines and you squeeze out everything in the intestines, you cut it, you fold it over, you wash it, and then you put it on a rock, let it heat up for a day or two. You take real good care of it. Then you cut it in strips, and then you twist the strips, and that's your lanyard. That's your drawstring. And then you got yourself a bow, brother.
Wow. Deer guts, deer intestines.
Yep, their intestines. That's some of the hardest material you're going to find. And once you toast it real slow on a rock by a creek where the sun's hitting it all day, you're set, dude.
Now,
Twist it.
the ones I saw that I was impressed with, they used to do that and they would braid them.
Yeah, triple
Okay,
braid.
you literally braid it. Nice. Because what I do,
Triple
I
braid.
twist one, I twist the other one, and I leave them two there, and I will rotate what I have them on, and I let them
No
twist.
problem anymore.
That's kind of how I do it. But braiding, that's the same thing.
But
Well,
have you
yeah,
guys ever
certain
heard
stuff.
about? I know you guys have heard about braiding grass, but pine roots are supposed to be the most
Ooh,
flexible, easily obtained. Pine roots make the best
you want to
fucking
talk about
straw.
roots? Talk about palm tree roots. Any kind of palm tree, like in the southern United States
Dude,
or like we
I'm
have
in
down
North
here.
America. I'm in
Yeah,
Montana. There
well,
ain't no
you got
fucking
palm.
palm trees. Not in Montana. There ain't no fucking palm trees.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Now, what you have up there is you got mahogany.
Pine, pine.
The
We got plenty of
pine is
pine.
okay, but pine won't last very long. That's the thing. And
Okay.
you got mahogany. You have rubber trees. Oh my God,
Uh,
what do you call it? Sweetener is
ain't
Jesus
no
Lord
rubber.
God. No, what one of the best ones is more flexible. You're going to be using a rope made out of outer skin of fuck, what do you call that? They make sweetener out of it. You put on pancakes and shit. Not
Oh,
agave.
wait a
It's
minute.
not sugar. It's not mahogany. Of course, it's not mahogany.
Birch.
Well, wow, that's a birch tree. You're looking at arrow material right there. You know, you
Yeah,
can
you
make
can make
fruit.
birch syrup. It's real sweet.
Do I have to refresh or something? Because I'm not seeing any new chat in the YouTube chat.
Tom Bear dropped out.
The last one I see is
Uh,
blue. If you have to
I'm seeing a
run,
singularity, kernel, singularity, blue jam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
got a
chat
steady chat going on here, guys.
my chat dropped out on YouTube earlier. I had to refresh it.
let me refresh. I'll be
Huh.
right. A second. Yeah.
But what is
Oh,
that? Aunt Jemima syrup. What's maple tree?
Yeah, but see, there are no wild maple trees in Montana, Jimmy Bean.
Really? I thought they
Yeah.
needed to freeze to make the maple. Huh,
No, there
interesting.
are no wild maple trees in Montana. It's really strange. There's still a lot of shit I'm trying to figure out here. That they're basically the only
Right.
hardwood here is one variety of oak, and the rest are softwood, pines, cottonwoods. Uh, you know, Montana is really fucking unique, man. It's a very strange state just to
Yeah.
move to with no experience and be like a woodsman and go out there and try to figure shit out. It's very, very strange. It's almost like an aura about this state when you go out in the woods. Everything's fucking strange, man. The sky is strange. You know, they call it big sky country.
It
It really
is.
and And you're
I
out
agree.
there, and it's
It
like the
really
first
is.
thing you learn is this is a high desert, and it will eat your ass. You can't just like go on a walk with one bottle of water and expect to survive. You will
Right.
fucking die. You will fucking die out here.
Yeah,
The,
Kay.
temp- the
I would.
temperature swings.
I'm sorry. I want
No,
to address Kay. I wrenched you because you're the link queen. You know, throw us
Okay.
over.
temperature swings 50 Montana has the highest amount of temperature swings daily. It will go from freezing to 60 degrees the same day and then back down to freezing at night again. It's
Well, have you
truly,
noticed that Texas is under Montana? Like in a line
yeah,
like that, we got a couple of states between us, but that's the same thing with Texas. You're like complete mid America, and you got
And she
one
liked it.
ocean over here, one ocean over here. So it combines both streams, both Gulf streams combined right there. So that's why we have the tornado alley in between us and stuff. Because Texas really don't have that many tornadoes, but Oklahoma up to where you guys are, yeah,
yeah. I
It's
was
not
there
near
in
fires
Texas.
in the bowl.
you pull your
Same
pants up, dude.
Jimmy Beam. That's right. I remember going through Texas on a motorcycle, and we had to sleep out under the stars. It was 100 degrees in the daytime, and when we woke up, there was frost on the cactuses.
That's a
Yeah,
badass movie. It's made by a conservative guy that did that film, Amerigeddon. That's fucking badass. Yeah, that movie
really.
is
Hey, I'm
actually
clicking.
pretty.
I'm clicking. That
All right,
that
thank you.
ain't clickbait. That's the real thing.
It
It's not.
exemplifies what
I'm gonna.
might happen at the time of a one of these EMP blackout events
Thank you, Kay.
in a takeover fashion.
If I get bored, of course, I never get bored since I have the internet. But if I ever, no, I'll watch it, Kay. Yeah, but temperature.
Hell, I don't even look at the computer about half the day.
One thing I learned about survival, Jimmy Beam, that I never thought about until recently is temperature swings. Your body heat will kill you faster than lack of water. Yeah, I mean, you fucking hypothermia here. Like my last
Well, no,
weekend camping,
you,
it was 90 fucking
brother.
degrees, dude. It was 95, I think, in the day, and I was fishing. And I caught a rainbow trout. I had my shorts on, a t-shirt. It was beautiful. That night, a fucking 50-mile-per-hour windstorm came up, and I'm in a dome tent, and it was blowing that tent around, and it fucking dropped to like 40, and I almost froze in the fucking
Yeah,
tent, dude. In just a matter of
dude.
6 hours. In just a
No,
matter of 6 days.
your body learns.
Yeah.
The more you expose your body to it, the more your body adjusts to it. So you're in command of your body. You are a soul. You are not flesh. You are a soul. That's what the
And
whole point of the Bible is trying to teach
if
us.
fire
But
is
most
there,
people,
if I wasn't in a state campground and had a fire ring, a steel fire ring, it's like a 30-foot diameter steel ring. If you can't start a fire in there, you get a
right?
$2,000 fine. $2,000 fucking fine for starting a fire
I heard you
anywhere.
talking about that before. Man. It's freaking
Dude,
ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous. God.
that means camping. That means anywhere in the fucking national forest. Because, see, I'm allowed to go anywhere hundreds of miles into the fucking wilderness and camp. But if I started a little
Hey,
campfire,
where do you live again?
Montana,
Hold on, Bruce. Where do you live again?
Montana,
Exactly. Fuck 'em. You're
Mon-
the real deal. I mean,
Montana,
dude.
the
God, I can't
ass
stand it.
states.
They're trying to treat everybody like you're a freaking retard, like you're bird brain or some kind of goat or some shit. Can't believe that shit.
Yeah, because
Pisses me the hell off.
I'm a retired volunteer firefighter, Red Cross first responder, Eagle,
Whatever.
Eagle Scout. It
Yeah,
don't
as
matter.
a Texas Ranger, I would
Yeah.
tell you, hey,
Veteran.
just as a kind reminder, please make that your fire's all the way out and covered up with rocks.
Yeah,
And
I
some
mean,
of the
even
you
when I
know,
was
you
at the
don't set,
state park,
you know,
dude, even when
Are
I
you
was at the
happy,
state
Bear?
park,
Are you happy now, Bear? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to smurf you.
Jimmy Beam, even when I was at the state park and I told the fucking park rangers, because see, they're not used to tent campers. They got 30 fucking sites full of all these fucking RVs, right? And to see a tent camper, they're like, oh,
RV.
shit,
Oh my God.
camp in a tent?
And I'd
Holy,
show up on my Harley, man.
you sure you know how to put out
I'd
a
show up on my Harley, cuddle up on Harley.
I'd be like, God
Yeah.
damn, you stupid motherfuckers, man.
What's wrong with these people?
You know,
Lord help us.
I was an Eagle Scout, veteran United States Navy, firefighter, volunteer firefighter in the civilian force, you know, woodsman, camper.
Well,
They
you
go,
know
oh,
what you're doing, man. Unless you live in frickin' Montana. I mean, come on.
no, I don't know how
Dude,
to put out a firefighter.
you're very responsible. You do it. Jesus.
Yeah,
See,
but
that's the
they're
kind of
really
shit that pisses me the hell off.
well. No, but you got to
Don't you think?
understand, it gets crispy here in the summer, man. Just a hot muffler can
You
start.
know what I find weird about Wyoming? Why hasn't somebody found a tree that would prosper there and just plant the shit out of them?
Because winters are harsher
You
in
know?
Wyoming, Bill, than they are in Montana. The wind from Canada comes down.
Plant cherry trees.
You think that
Why is
Montana,
Wyoming not leading the world at exporting cherries? You know,
oh,
cherry
but
trees
wait,
grow great up there, bro.
Bill, I'm trying to tell you, because winters are harsher in Wyoming, even though it's southern of
Yeah,
Montana.
I get you. The wind across the plains.
That's
I
why
know.
nobody lives in Wyoming, because the winters are fucking harsh, man.
But it's the kind of place you could build underground.
Yeah, if you can
It
handle the
sure as
winter, you
hell
got
is.
to.
Yeah.
Actually, that's my next best thought for a bug out state besides Montana. It comes
Right.
like this: it goes Montana number one, Idaho number two, but it's got to be far north Idaho, and then Wyoming number three. Those are the three best patriot bug out states. Montana number one, Idaho number two, Wyoming number three.
You mean for the Northwest? Because I'm telling
Oh, the
you.
whole fucking United States. Well, except Alaska. Alaska's kind of like in its own, world. But
Well, I tell you what, Missouri does pretty damn well too.
man, you better watch your governor. She's gonna grab your fucking guns.
What are you talking about? My governor's a Republican. Our whole state has gone red. Our
I
house,
don't know. Last I heard,
our
Missouri.
state house, our state, our state senate, all of it. It's all, Republican.
They're dancing. Okay.
We
I
have
don't know.
constitutional
There's so much
carry.
news, man.
We have constitutional concealed carry. We have no registration statewide for a gun. No restrictions on transfers. The only
That's
thing
the
we
same. I
Right.
thought I heard they were going after.
no, they're about to recreationalize the CBD and marijuana too.
Damn, it's the same here, man. We're voting on it November 3rd to recreational marijuana.
Yep, I think it's almost. I think the rest of the states are actually putting it on their ballot. All the states are putting it on the ballot that don't have it already.
I'm probably wrong. I thought I heard something about gun grabbing in Missouri. There's so much news, man. It's
No,
you know.
you see, they did. I'll give you an example, Bruce. You remember that couple from St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought those riots here, and these people used to be Democrats.
Yeah,
Or
I
they were
remember.
Democrats when they were pulling the guns, protecting their house. Well,
And then they spoke at the convention and they said we're all about guns and Trump. Yep.
no, right.
But what happened? What happened with that? Where did they sit? Are they still charged? Or
Oh, they're going to be exonerated. The governor already stepped out and said, you know what? I don't give a fuck what this idiot in St. Louis is going to do. If they do come up under charges, they'll be exonerated.
that's great news.
Yeah, because we not only got that of the open constitutional gun laws, we have also the Castle Doctrine, which allows us to protect our lives and our property with deadly force.
Right. Now, here's the thing about Montana. Montana is an open carry state, except within certain city limits. Yeah. Like within the city limit of the capital of Montana, Helena, you cannot open carry without a concealed carry permit. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Can you say any
Well,
French?
yeah, I always think about like why would they do that? Well,
Yeah,
it's probably because bars, people getting drunk in bars in the city limits and shooting each other, going back to the Wild Wild West.
yeah. And of course, you got gun cabinets where your gun is in this cabinet, dude's gun is in this cabinet. I mean, you got gentleman respect, right? And when you leave, you just go to your cabinet, you leave the key there. You got your guns when you get out on the street.
No, I'm talking about bars.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kay,
I am too.
you know what?
That's what it
Hey,
was like.
maybe you should rebuild your library for our websites and stuff. Because Bruce has got a live stream on Twitch and Jimmy does a live stream on YouTube independently as well. And then we got Michelle. You know what I'm saying? She comes on time to time. We got
You got Tanya,
We got Tanya. Yeah.
So,
Big Quarter, badass.
Yeah.
so
Love it.
have you heard about that? What I just described? The whole state's open carry except within certain city limits, and each city
Right.
can decide on their own.
Well, you can't carry them into banks. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
can't.
that's not what I'm talking about. That goes anywhere. I'm talking about within city limits in Montana. Okay, the whole state's open carry except within certain city limits. It depends on which city. Each city government can opt out, basically, of the open carry state law and say no open carry allowed within. It's like the movie
That shit
Tombstone,
ain't playing in Missouri.
dude. It's like
There
the
are
open. Okay,
there are those areas like downtown and stuff like that that they don't like it, but they can't stop it.
but it's not illegal. Okay.
Right.
Well, Missouri's got it going on better than Montana right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We put
Within
we
the
put an end to that
capital,
shit. We put it. We're the ones that put the end of that shit quick.
I'm telling you, within the capital of Montana, the city's called Helena,
Yeah.
no open carry allowed without concealed weapons permit. See, if you have a concealed permit, that also allows you to open carry.
Don't go there. Right.
Well,
That's why I
too
don't-
late.
like-
Too late.
Well, I still live in one of the places that would be America. You know.
All right, I'm gonna come and see you, man.
So
That's
you
why-
see, okay, the mind frame of a criminal, you have a sinner, right? And they are so paranoid that they want to be the only person in charge. So they want power. So they want to be the only people that allows this person, that person, that person to carry a gun, which are their police. And they don't
Yep.
want anybody else to carry it. Me,
That's exactly right. That's what's happening
Yeah.
within the city limits. It's like the movie Tombstone. Only
Yeah, for me to be a sheriff or Texas Ranger, the more people who are armed around me, the more secure I feel. And I'm
check
sorry.
your guns. Check your
The more
guns.
lies you do, the more people you have wronged, the more paranoid you're going to be. I'm sorry, it's a natural dynamic. And I'm sorry, I don't use lies. So hell, the more people around me that have guns, the better off I am. You know,
No, I don't live in Helena, but I'm close to it. Okay,
Right.
I'm in, but I've only one time in 5 years I've been to Walmart. I seen a dude with a pistol on his hip in the Walmart parking lot, and he was helping an old lady with a wheelchair into a wheelchair van, and he was just checking his six all the time. No cop fucked with him, of course. But I'm trying to wrap my head around this shit, Wizard. Why would the whole state be open carry, but they outlaw open carry within certain city limits? Like
Well,
Jimmy Beam.
they are run by Democrats.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a Democrat governor. That's right.
They're run by Democrats. That's why. That's all you have to say.
He's fixing to be defeated right now.
Yeah. Yes, and many of them will. Well, there will be very little left of the Democrat Party in power after the election. Very little. Very little.
I hope so. Yeah.
No, that's all. There's basically going to be nobody else to vote for other than the opposition to them. Okay. And I'm serious.
See, I had to learn that shit after I got here. I looked it up, man. I did my research and I moved here, and it was like the whole state's open carry. Then I find out, within certain city limits.
Trump used their strength and made it their failing.
Yeah. He exposed them for what they are.
And they did it themselves. Trump didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah. He exposed them.
Yep.
Yep.
So, yep.
All right. I'll be right back. Short break.
You got it. You got it. You know what? I haven't seen Jack for a while, but I haven't seen Santa for shit. $8 months. I think it was around Christmas time last time I seen him. He was talking about going to Scotland for some appointed life that he's going to or something like that. But
hope the Muslims didn't get a hold of it.
But yeah, I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Muslims are like the retards of the world. Freaking, I'm not a man of hate. I'm a man of love, and I always hope for the best for everybody and in society. And as an oracle, we're trained to look at a command group and a society as a body, physical being, and an organism, if you will, and you know about that. And you see the infection inside of a person, kind of like a doctor does, and you see the society as a person, you know, a culture. And anywhere Muslims go, like, good God, man, 3,000 years, in all the Muslim countries you see, you don't see anything pretty unless it's just for one guy, the caliphate or the sultan. Freaking unbelievable.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you something, Bill. This ain't the only county I've lived in this state. I used to walk around with a pistol on my hip in the northern regions.
Well, I mean, I'm not big about showing it off, and I don't need to, you know.
No, I had to because I was in the fucking woods, basically. Where I lived was way up in the fucking woods, and there were wolves and grizzlies.
Right.
You just don't walk around.
At any minute, Jeff, at any minute, you're going to have to. That's why my whole entire life I walk around at least with a nice solid stick, you know. And a lot of places, especially out in the woods, you're actually, you got one of these on your leg.
Yeah, I'm a hiker, man. Nothing stops me. I'll just go for a fucking 30-mile walk deep in the fucking woods and then come back home at night.
All day long.
Yeah. So, but that really fucked with my head when I moved to this county, and they're like, "Oh, it's open carry except within city limits." I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
That's some stupid ass shit.
It don't make no sense to me. But, I mean, if you look at the dynamics, the spiritual dynamics, when a person is lying and trying to dominate and trick people,
You're not talking to yourself, lady. I was just trying to let them have their conversation. I'm reading you. I'm there with you, bro. Just imagine me, you know. I'm just trying to let them have their conversation.
Well, do
Aren't you
you
watching?
think?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I was just letting them know. He's like, I'm talking to myself. I think, no, LOL. No, I know how Rod feels. Right.
Yeah, this happened to me a couple
Transformer
times.
guy. Yeah. All right. Nobody listens to me anymore. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, once a governor in Texas has being its own nation, it's a country within a country. If you've ever been offered a Texas Ranger badge, you always can, anytime during, you can be 70 years old and accept the badge, and you can wear a gun around anywhere you want, and there ain't no police that can actually mess with you.
Yeah, you could probably walk in a bank.
Getting offered that, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know. You know?
I bet a Texas Ranger can walk in a bank or a courtroom. Well, maybe not a courtroom.
No, I could walk in a courtroom strapped.
Hey,
Sure.
Singularity, check this out, man. I can. You were talking the other night about doing voices and stuff like this. I am ultimate. I am Optimus Prime. We have come to your planet, search of the Allspark.
That was a damn good imitation, boy. Look at you. Damn right.
No, but seriously, I think it's about bars because people say, it's still the wild, wild west here, and I've seen some things, man. I've been in
Yeah.
some hairy shit here, and guns are not allowed in bars, of course, in any state. But I happen to know from experience that in every bar in Montana, somebody has a fucking gun. It's probably the bartender,
Yep.
even though it's illegal, even though it's fucking illegal as hell. If the shit hits the fan, they're ready to throw down. All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Barker, kind of like a judge, man. He really is, and executioner. A bartender there's very few judges that will actually persecute a barkeep. You know, especially if he's got like 5 years or more experience.
Yep. Yep. And they're only allowed to have 1 ounce drink per hour. Do you know bartenders are allowed to drink in Montana?
Luke, search your
Yep.
feelings.
Dude, it's the same thing in Texas. 1 ounce of alcohol of an hour, just
And
like
you
you
will
just said.
know I am your father.
Yeah, I've actually bought a bartender a drink here.
And
I'll be
together, we can
As long as
defeat.
we don't get sloppy, just fine, boys.
But that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. That they don't want this place to be the old west. They want it to be police control the cities, or what's that movie uh, with Clint Eastwood? There's a sign,
Unforgiven.
yeah, with the sign that says "No guns allowed" in big whiskey. So you
Yeah,
go through this.
Unforgiven. That's the movie.
No
Unforgiven.
guns allowed in big whiskey. That's the name of the town. And that starts a whole fucking shitload of trouble.
Yeah, he stopped drinking and everything, but his wife got killed somehow, and there was some shit going down, and he was
Clint
like,
Eastwood, yeah,
"Yeah, the
Clint
hell
Eastwood
shit."
still came in the city limits, still walked in the bar with his fucking pistols. He's like,
Yep.
fuck your goddamn city ordinance.
No, most hated. Trump is not on that team. I'm just going to say this straight out now. Trump is not on that team. He has proven that over and over and over again. And I'm telling you what, he's not part of the club. And they hate him.
That's right. We
Yeah.
know Trump's character. We've seen it over and over
They do.
again. We know Trump's character. We know
No.
he doesn't disrespect veterans.
The Antichrist was last one. The Antichrist was Obama. Okay. And the false
That's right.
prophet is still in place. He is the one that will destroy the Church of the Seven Hills. Okay, so you're
Damn,
in the
I
Boston
gotta click
schedule
on.
here. So get straight with update your prophecy watch or something, whatever you think you're watching. But yeah, no, that ain't working. We know the truth. See, everybody in here, see, that's what you don't get most days.
Tune in your
Almost everybody in
binoculars.
here.
Yeah, they can see straight.
Well, we figured this shit out years ago. We're just here to make sure people figure it out now. Right? And we get to bitch about our life dub time. So
Yeah, that's right, Bill. I have seen a lot of things about Obama. I know that he could very well be the Antichrist.
Obama is the Antichrist, and he's going
You're the
to.
first one.
Yeah.
You're the first one.
It seems like
Once the UN's off of our shores,
it seems like it's teetering around. You know?
Obama will be in charge of
It's
it.
not. Who was the one in France?
Obama will be in charge.
You're gonna be part of it. Talking about Antichrist in one particular. So you're falling for the propaganda.
Yeah, well, Jimmy,
It's not
nobody
gonna be
can
one
hear
particular
anything when you
man.
talk over
It's
him.
gonna be.
Nobody can hear anything when you talk at the same time.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I know you're trying to interject.
Well, we got to get in line.
Yeah, I think your lag is messing up on you. I think it's just a matter of a little bit of lag.
Yeah, well, he's down in South
I'm opening
America.
up a new window.
He's got satellite, so there's always going to be lag. I think it's time for you to maybe reboot Jimmy Bean. I don't know. No, you're looking okay. Say something, Jimmy Bean.
Give it a minute.
All right. And quit playing that rap shit. God damn it, dude.
Relax.
There.
I'm going to come down there and
Just need
dishonorably
something. Hold on.
for playing rap.
Yeah, I hear you.
You want
There
to?
you go. Damn it. That's what it was.
Trump and Bill Gates. No connection. Not really. Except for probably just, Windows user kind of bullshit. That kind of stuff. This stuff with the linking Trump to them is like, okay, where have you been? Are you kidding me? Do you even read the news?
No.
I'm telling you, man. It's like, okay, that's crazy. That's old. That's old known.
Yeah.
Trump
Have
ain't
you
got
ever-
nothing to do with Bill
you ever
Gates.
watched
Bill Gates and them are
Trump?
not friends.
Just watch a Trump speech from the Oval Office. Not a campaign speech. Watch a Trump speech from the Oval Office. He talks about other things like quinine, hydrochloroquine.
It's all a con job, huh? Yeah, whoever you're listening to is conning your ass because you don't know how badly you've been lied to. This is what the problem is.
Hey, you know what, Wizard?
Seriously, quinine is really good to clean the body out from microbials.
Yeah, we know. Hey, you know what, Wizard? I'm seriously thinking Trump is playing big pharma with this vaccine. I think he's
Dude,
going to shut
fucking
them all down.
He just shut down all their fucking backdoor bullshit.
Right. Because he's already said
these motherfuckers have been getting wealthy on, and I mean wealthy, billions of dollars that should have been going back to the American people, haven't been. Okay.
Wait a
These
minute. I
motherfuckers
want
are
you guys
pissed.
to hear this shit.
They got lots and lots of money and resources, man.
Trump has already said in his Oval Office, not Oval, his White House press conference, that he is taking hydrochloroquine as a preventative. He admitted on camera he's taking that shit the natural fucking route.
Yeah,
Right,
it comes from a tree bark. Quinine comes from a tree bark. The hydrochloroquine is the synthetic design of it.
No, hydrochloroquine, get this, is a cure for the malaria, which turns out to be a cure for the base coronavirus, no matter what its bullshit is 19, 23, 2, or 5, whatever the fuck it is, it kills the base corona.
Yeah. It allows zinc to penetrate the cell walls. And the zinc is what kills the virus. Zinc
Bye
is
bye.
normally
Never have a cold again. Hello, cure for the common cold.
I'm drinking tonic water. Hey,
Common
Jimmy
cold.
Bean. Jimmy Bean.
Yeah.
In the 70s, my stepdad is a Vietnam veteran. He used to mix gin and tonics at home. And of course, he wouldn't let me near the fucking alcohol at 7 years
Yeah.
old. I was like, Daddy, can I have some of that tonic water? And I loved it.
Or
Pour me a, he'd like pour me a little
read
glass.
down below it.
And
It says
wait,
with quinine.
With quinine, right.
Yep.
Most hated.
he always told
Yeah.
me, he was like, in Vietnam, this kept us from getting malaria real bad. It didn't
Right.
cure us, but
Man,
it kept
I'm telling you,
bad.
this stuff is awesome.
I remembered that shit my whole fucking life. I'm telling you the story right now. At 7 years old,
Ginger. I mean, who?
I don't know about
You know
ginger.
what? Trump supporters are, he says Trump supporters are also, it's like, no. You know why they're Trump supporters? Because somebody woke them the fuck up.
Yeah, right. Wake the.
I'm not kidding.
Get
That's
the
what
real
somebody,
work.
some action woke them the fuck up. They realized that all this other crap was bullshit and Trump was telling the truth. And Trump actually kept the fucking promise,
Yep.
not to mention all of them that he made. Are you
Get the
kidding?
Yeah,
real
no
work.
shit.
The
Do you have
woke,
a president that fucking kept a promise? We ain't had that in 40 fucking years.
the woke
Yeah, and all
motherfuckers.
of a sudden, half of the country gets super pissed off with the guys keeping all of his promises. What in the hell is that?
Hey, the fuckers that are calling themselves woke are the most asleep motherfuckers here.
Yeah.
They're asleep. And they call themselves woke. They're fucking sleeping.
No, they're programmers. That's what they are. They
Yeah.
know what the hell they're into and they know how they're part of it. That's the woke. Oh, yeah, we know what the real story is and we know what's really going on and we know why we're really fucking destroying this shit and we know we're pulling off a civil war.
Yeah, John Smith. That's right.
No, we're the
Zinc
end of
is
the road for the Civil War.
That's woke. That's what woke is.
Yep.
John Smith is right. Zinc, normally very tiny amounts of it absorb into the human cell wall. But once zinc is allowed in, it instantly kills any fucking virus, not just the coronavirus.
It protects your cells.
And quinine opens up what's called the zinc channel through the cell wall of the human membrane. It opens it up and allows zinc to zip inside the fucking cell and destroy the virus. Stop it.
Zinc is kind of like zinc is kind of like this, bro.
Hey, can I have her phone number?
Protect your ass any
They don't tell us what the numbers are, but I know the numbers on our YouTube page are bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
they really are.
They are bullshit. I don't even, watching is just those that are logged in. It's not the anonymous viewers. They don't show us how many people are actually watching us, period. I know that for a fact. And the chat thing, the participants in there, they only show those people who chat on put in script or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't show who's available or who's here or who signed in or who's watching. There's no list like that. There's none of that crap. Yeah. All those numbers are bullshit because I've had so many phone calls from people in so many weird places.
Yeah, but see, there's many types of zinc. There's zinc orotate capsules. All right. You got to do your own research, people. You have the internet.
System.
You have the internet. You have no excuse. There's no reason to be like playing games and watching porn. You have the internet. It's the world's library. It's at your fingertips.
Hey, Bruce, you know that Bill's birthday is coming up. Hey, and he's wanting a nice pistol. We got to get together, man.
You call that a pistol? That's like a fucking.
That's
Break
a
your hand
44
cannon,
auto
dog.
mag. That's a 44 auto mag with the 9-inch barrel.
No, that's like 8 3/4. Yeah. Well, 9 inch. Yeah, you're right.
8 3/4. That's a 9-inch. You include the breech, it's a 9-inch.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got
Take
one
it,
thing to
take
say
it.
to you, Bean.
Better
This is the
be
44
grounded really
Magnum.
well.
This is the 44 Magnum. It's the most powerful handgun in the world, and it will blow your head clean off. Now
Right,
you
Clint
got one
Eastwood.
question to ask yourself: do you feel lucky?
Do
Well,
you
do
feel lucky?
you,
Well,
punk?
do you punk?
Dirty Harry.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, I
Bruce,
grew up with Dirty Harry.
my daughter's trying to learn how to do makeup, right? She decided to take a picture, right?
Well, Singularity. All right, check it out. Singularity. I'm telling you what, that shit ain't gonna work either. Because guess what? Once you're Trump, once you're for Trump, there's no turning back because now, okay, it's gonna get easy to be a patriot.
Oh, I
Now
hope.
it's just grab a flag, put on a bumper sticker. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
There's
Wear
going
a
to be
hat.
a great awakening,
It is.
Wizard. It is
It
going
is.
to be
It's
a
already
great
here.
awakening.
It's what's happening now.
Yeah. Well, we
You're
know
starting to
Trump.
see this wave. You're
We
starting
know
to see this
Trump's
wave
going
of
to win.
change.
We know Trump's going to win. It's already in the fucking books, dude. Unless it's
Oh,
a
I know.
great
I knew that
fraud.
2 years ago.
Right.
So
So I love what you just said, man. All these fucking libtards are going to wake the fuck up.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them already have.
I'm going to call it the Great Trump Exodus.
No, the great democratic exodus.
Yeah, the Exodus to Trump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Revival.
guys. Hey,
Revival is afoot,
I know
man.
you
because
guys
it's
are
popular to be Christian again too. You're going to be seeing it's going to be
bouncing
popular to
around
be
on
Christian.
that.
Do what?
Can you read that? Can you actually read that?
Well,
Chino Department of Public something Emergency
Safety.
Operations Center, the Emergency Department Agency. Can't read the rest of it.
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security.
What about it, Jimmy? What about
Yeah,
it?
Ohio-
that's what they're
Ohio
posting
State.
in Ohio.
Ohio
They're
State
posting
Highway.
on the FEMA camp. Yeah, in Ohio. And it's the
What?
same shit that they did in Germany when they started doing the death camps.
Jimmy Bean.
Well, wait a second,
Belay
Jimmy.
your past.
Jimmy, that whole bunch of directives have been burned. They're file 13, dude. I'm
I
telling
hope
you.
so, man.
No,
Really
no.
do,
There's no
'cause,
hope.
man, people are
He's already changed out FEMA. He already put them in their place 3 times, including
well,
he has
Dallas,
actually made himself. Trump
Dallas
has
took that
actually.
picture. He took that picture this morning, man. He took that picture this morning. He
Jimmy Bean, read it. Read it to us again.
Oh, well, shit. Hold on.
No, I'm saying. But
Okay.
look at
Belay
guys.
your past. Read it to us again, Jimmy Bean. Read
Okay,
it.
let me get a hold of it. Yeah. Man, my daughter gets a hold of my phone and there's like 3,000 pictures in here, all kind of crazy shit.
Ohio State Patrol, something about
Homeland Security, Ohio Homeland Security. That's the Ohio division of the Homeland
Exactly, John.
Security.
Exactly. We ignore what he says and we watch what he does.
Yep, what they do. And that's there you go.
We look for fruit from that
There you
tree.
go. You can tell what
we're
kind of
getting
tree it is by the
getting
fruit
it.
it.
So whatever he says, that's for you all to listen to and banter about while he's getting shit done.
Most of these people never even listen to fucking Trump speech
I know.
from the White House. They if they just fucking listen to him and they go like, "Oh, he lies." Well, name the fucking lie. They never fucking name the lie. They just go, "Oh, he's a lie." Yeah, he's a lie.
Yeah.
Which
It's
lie?
ridicule. It's called
CNN.
ridicule. It's in the
Yeah,
rules for radicals. It's part
yeah,
of their agenda. The ridicule. There's no
yeah.
proof. There's no evidence. There's no
Yeah.
need to. You
I have
ridicule.
never seen anyone prove to me that Trump lied about anything ever. Have you? I never.
No, I haven't seen him lie about anything yet.
I really don't remember a single lie from Trump. I really don't.
And guess what? Neither can fucking any of the investigations that they've done on him over the fucking years. They can't find shit on him either.
Oh,
I
have you seen
know,
the?
and they're actually trying to bring this Russian gate stuff back up.
Right.
I
Imagine.
just laughed.
That's exactly what I'm. Have you seen the latest today? They saying now that any videos about the mental capacity of Biden are from Russians. It's always the fucking Russians.
Gotta be the Russians, guys. Gotta believe what we say.
All you gotta do is watch Joe Biden fucking speaking to the fucking camera. He's a fucking blithering idiot. He already told us they chopped his fucking head off. They chopped his fucking top of his brain off.
You want to know something cool that's going to happen next year? You want to know something cool that's going to happen next year?
Tell me, man. Tell me.
He's going to make a treaty with Russia.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think because we
I'm
should
not-
be allies.
and
I think Putin is ready for it. He's
okay, now
very
get this.
tired.
Get this.
I'm a
Get
Cold
this.
War veteran.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Get this. There's no more. There's none of that. There's no more. None of that. That's over.
that's what I'm saying. We should make a treaty with the Russians. We
Well,
should.
let's get this. Get this. It's going to be in working together in the Federation of Nations.
Yes, we should make a treaty with Russia.
And it's
Now,
going to be compliant
you're
with
talking-
the treaty.
You're talking to a man that was ready to nuke fucking Russia. All right.
Right. Well, that's what's going to happen. And then guess what? The Federation of Nations, where, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not the old New World Order.
It could be a new treaty, right? Where Trump has 4 more years, right? I think it could work.
And the next president after Trump is out of office will be his son, Jr. Trump Jr.
Okay, why not?
That's how I treat my daughter.
To follow him. He's the only one that can continue the vision. At that
Why
point, it'll get to the point that he's the only one that's going to be available to actually continue the traditions that Trump has started.
I like Trump Jr. You know, he was questioned by Michael Savage, the radio talk show host last week, was on the air with Michael Savage. You know who I'm talking about? Savage.
Right.
Okay. And Savage said, he said COVID-19 hoax, and Trump Jr. did not refute it. His next statement just went into all this stuff about hydrochloroquine.
Right.
So if the son of
Emergency
President
Operations Center, Ohio Emergency Management Agency, Ohio State Highway Patrol, and the Ohio Homeland Security. They're consolidating their offices into the fusion centers, is what he's talking about. And he's saying they're basing the re-education centers on those facilities.
Yeah, that's the Tennessee Star. Ohio FEMA camps. Still more questions than answers.
Hold it up, Jimmy.
Yeah, now you know why you're seeing that, Jimmy. That's not being put out by the Republicans. You know who that's being put out by? That's now being put out by the Democrats.
Jimmy Beam, hold it up longer.
The propaganda.
I just read it out
propaganda.
again, Bruce. I just read it out again. That's what I was saying.
Where they hope to go. Oh, and just so you guys know, that when you see this, you know where I'm headed.
No, we
No
don't.
comprendes español.
Damn, women gonna kill me, man.
No comprende español. Translate, Jimmy Bean.
Oh, hold on. Que si un hombre
Skullraiser says, did Biden really admit that he got top of his head cut off?
It's
That's
really
great.
cool.
The man has a level of honesty I can get behind.
Ask Jimmy Bean to translate Spanish. He starts speaking
Okay, all right.
Spanish.
No, you got to say it in Spanish, then you can say it in English. It's like two different mind frames. Okay,
Go ahead.
does an an unfaithful man have a cure? And then it says, well, sure they do. It takes a bullet and a misa, what do you call it, like a Catholic church, and a velorio, like a funeral procession. Yeah, that's the cure.
Yeah, you might as well drop it, most hated. If you're not going to drop it, then go banter somebody else, please. All right.
Uh-oh.
You know what the number one rule is around here? You know what it is. You're becoming a dick.
It's okay to have a dick, but you don't need to be a dick.
You're right.
Yes.
And that's number one rule. Don't be a dick. Right.
Oh,
Jimmy
shit.
Bean.
Unleash singularity and Skullraiser on your
Man, I barely even watched the chat. Jimmy Beam, it's so awesome to talk to you, sir. I salute you. Thank you
Well,
for
buddy,
your
man,
sacrifices.
you're awesome, man. You are awesome.
Yeah, most
I'm
hated.
just
Be stuck in a tin can 100 feet underwater with your finger on the trigger like that. Yeah. Dude, I got respect.
Try 1,000 or more feet.
Same time, you
You
know.
know?
I'm playing that bullshit.
Thank you, Jimmy Beam.
Don't be
No.
a duck.
Jimmy Beam, you are the real warrior. I'm just a push button warrior.
Yeah. We all do our part, man.
Yeah, I'm just a push button warrior, man. All you got to do is push the red button and everybody dies. All right.
Red button.
Easy. You're the real.
He's not kidding, y'all. He's not kidding. I
Yeah,
mean,
just download it on your
What does Bill say, Jimmy Bean? What does Bill say? Don't push the red button.
yeah. Unless
That's
it's
rule number
female
three.
that smells like pretty.
Yeah, that's rule number 2, actually.
Don't.
She sounds really nice and she smells really pretty.
But yeah, no, yeah, Barry, you know, I got a phone that got downloaded like that, and every time I wanted to, I was typing fucking put duck. Every time I was like shit, it put, you know, something else, shot. You know.
Sit.
And I was like, damn. Then it came out like Dan. Or something. I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't talk in ducks.
What did I type in? Man, I typed in a word of it was a Spanish word. I'm just curious of what it meant, right? And instead of going to Wikipedia or whatever, I went to Google and I typed it in, and Hoover Dam came up.
Hey, Jimmy Bean, have you heard about
Hey, bro.
the new motion picture? It's going to be pretty fucking cool, dude. It's a Hollywood production called The Infidel.
I think that's where I got that picture from that I showed you guys.
It comes out. It comes out in 1 week. It's about an American that was accused of being a spy in Afghanistan. I think this is a storyline, but it's called The Infidel, and it's going to hit theaters.
Yeah, that would probably really piss me off.
Yeah, it's going to really.
I'm a special investigator. That's part of my job, and that
see
would
this
probably
movie.
Wait, go with it. What, the infidel that kicks their ass?
Yeah, It looks good.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it looks
That's what
pretty
I was
good.
saying.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy got it wrong.
It's called the Viper Core. Yeah, I don't fight, I kill. You know, bottom line.
Right. But all that stuff, did you hear that he's also Trump's reducing troops from overseas too? Again,
Yeah, as
closing
long as
base
we and you know
overseas.
what? I'm really concerned about the wall because I've witnessed with my own eyes over here. We do have opposition coming to our southern border. I knew
Get
this
this.
like 10 years ago that it was going to happen.
On the back channel of that, it's saying that they of the reduction of bases overseas and personnel over there, he's leasing out these bases as abandoned, right? He's leasing out these bases to countries with ties that
Well, at least he's leasing it out.
yeah
You understood
yeah
what in Panama what Clinton did. He just flat out sold it.
he felt
But they
like
got
gave
their
it to him,
70.
man. He gave it to him on a bill he never would collect.
Yeah. Well, 70
Where?
million is what I understood.
Some bullshit like that. Yeah. Well, Trump's
Where's
leasing
Yeah,
the
there's
properties to them
bases
so they
down
can take them out if they don't pay.
Wizard, where are you talking about?
Yeah, just
Middle Eastern,
little birdie, little birdie
black,
told.
black prisons. Well,
No, China
you
was
know,
wanting Panama Canal. Clinton
Yeah, the
sold it
prison
to them for
system is
70
part of it.
million. That's what I
Yeah.
understood.
The prisons are part of it.
And
yeah,
2000,
there are black prisons overseas in the Middle East that there's no U.S. laws, yeah, where they can torture people and really fucking accomplish serious shit. Right.
Well,
actually, it gets kind of fun, man, when you think about the way they think and they look at other people like goats and shit. They treat their women like ghosts. They'll rather have sex with a goat than a woman. I mean, good God, man.
well, you know what?
Uh,
You gotta put this in perspective, Jimmy. 50% of the people that are considered Muslims don't want to be.
Yeah, I let the slaves go, the conscripts. I let them go. But your real like control
You're
freak
talking about
Muslim.
children and wives and all of that too.
Yeah, the women don't want to be Muslim.
A lot of them don't.
And
Yeah.
here's my theory: why they make them wear burqas and face coverings and shit? Because the men
Lose
are
their
fucking
identity.
pussies. No, hold on. Because the men are fucking pussies. They can't control their own fucking dicks, and they go around raping people. So then
No.
they got to cover them in
Oh,
a
there
fucking
you go.
tent.
Yep.
Yeah, because then they got to cover them in a fucking tent because they can't control their own fucking dicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why you hear them bragging, we got 3 million man army and all this crazy crap. Or what is it, 2.4 billion Muslims on the planet or something? I'm like, yeah, but buddy, y'all are twisted, man. Don't even worry about it. I
I'm
drop
telling you,
thousands of you guys every
the
night.
Muslims can't. They'll see a woman walking down the street and they'll just fucking rape her. That's why they got to cover her in a fucking shroud.
No, guys, what's happening is these people are waking up to Christianity, to freedom, to possibility of human rights.
Bang.
Okay,
Yep.
now I'm saying these things are happening, and happening in a big way in the Middle East right now.
Yo,
You know,
Bruce.
in a big way, there are a lot of people that are transgressing now that ISIS is gone and stuff like that. There's a lot of people transgressing from the Muslim religion.
You know what? What they don't show you is that Allah is freaking the hell out. He's losing all of his support and
Now,
all of his
in the
people.
prophecies, the caliphate was necessary to bring enough blood into the world to bring about the rift, to open the well. That ain't gonna happen.
What? Well,
Where the great
pit.
the
Hell?
12th Imam emerges from.
Oh man,
Yeah,
have
the
you read the
following.
Quran or something?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never read the Quran.
It's kind of like their pope kind of thing, okay? But this one comes up out of the wells of the earth.
Oh, this like their savior comes out of a well.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not exactly sure, and I'm not going to try and guess, but it's something.
I don't even fucking want to know.
No, you're kind of right, and he's connected to
Yeah.
a black rock
But
that they all have to go to and touch the rock once in their
Yeah,
life.
it's a fucking
But
asteroid. I
here's the
think.
deal. Here's the deal. In order for them to open the well, there had to be enough bloodshed in order to justify that
Oh.
they had a following to make it happen.
I'll tell you what, we'll make it glow
don't.
in the fucking dark for 20,000 years. Ain't gonna be no wells.
Like I said, this, you know, a lot of what. Okay, now I'm gonna say this.
He copied that
All
one,
due
didn't he?
respect. With all due respect, drop has a lot of the stuff the way it used to be, right? But he's not seeing the changes as far as I'm concerned. He's not seeing the changes that make the people that are involved making differences. He doesn't
Yeah,
see
the
those
variables. Yeah,
taken.
the variables, the liquid flow. Yeah,
Uh-oh, here we go to the
and
metaphysics.
that's why I think
Well, no,
that there
it
is
has
a
nothing to do with.
well, I think there's a pressure influence in his life. That's what I'm thinking. Like some type of medical assistance. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Wizard, guess what I saw on my camping trip this weekend? A red moon rising over the
Yeah,
mountains.
I saw it too
And
yesterday.
there, wait, and there was a yellow star. I'm not saying it's fucking Nibiru.
No, it's Mars. It's Mars.
Yeah, I thought it was Mars.
Yep, it's Mars.
Kind of
I was
yellow
like-
red.
Same thing.
I fucking was sitting there. You know, it's the first time I've been able to see the stars in 2 fucking years from the city lights. You know, being up in the fucking mountains, man. And I was just like, whoa. It's like I was flashing back to 2001 Space Odyssey, you know.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Yeah, I was like, all the planets are fucking lining up.
Yep.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
Well, yeah, it is. It is. And what they mean by what the literal sense of the stars lining up, okay, in the literal sense, when we reach the point to where that the Milky Way, when visible in the sky, goes directly from south to north across the sky, across the top of the sky, okay, as we're looking at it. No matter where you are on Earth, it's going to be the same. But when it's sitting, because you only see it when you're rotating, of course, but it's going to be the center of the sky. When it hits the center of north and the center of south, and it's straight up and down between the points, you know, that's literally mean the stars lining up.
The ecliptic of the Earth's rotation lines up with the ecliptic of the Milky Way galaxy.
The event horizon coming from the gravitational force in the center, yes.
And then there will be a polar flip, magnetic polar shit, man.
Yep, and even the Aztecs and the Codex of the Mayans and stuff like that, they talk about.
And they say the Mayan calendar is 12 years off, which would put it right now this year.
Well, it wasn't 12 years off.
The Gregorian calendar is 12 years off, so that would put it right now in 2020.
Yeah. Bruce, that's not how they track time in versus.
I don't know. I'm clutching at straws here.
No. Well, I'm trying to help you understand the calendar from the Aztecs, and it ended in 2012. The reason that it ended in 2012 on 12/21 was that time becomes unstable. Was the reason they said for ending the calendar.
The Bible calls it a change of season, is what it calls it.
They say the orbits of the planets will change. They say that the track of the stars will change, and that we're entering a region of space where time becomes unstable, uncountable according to the calendar. So because it couldn't predict the chaos that is about to happen. But I mean, to an extent to where they could accurately mark it with the calendar, because now the
Yeah, what
cycle.
you're looking at, hey Bill, what you're looking at is about a 70-year period of complete open door chaos, and you see it happening. The police are being dissolved, and
Right.
I believe they will. A police force will be dissolved. The controlling mechanism for society will be dissolved, and we
No,
will.
no, it won't. It's not going to happen everywhere, Jimmy. It's going to happen in the cities, but it's going to be recaptured and it's going to quickly change
Right,
because
right.
the power change, the seats change. As the seats change, so will the thing, and Trump will build it
Uh-huh.
back with the infrastructure it deserves.
Yep, you see the right man rise at the right time for the
Right.
right reason.
Challenge.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that would be Trump, and he's you're gonna see things change rapidly,
And
and that's what we're
it's gonna be a
witnessing. We're
campaign called
literally,
rebuilding American cities is what it's
yep,
gonna
you're
be called.
literally seeing it right now. You see all
Right.
hell breaking loose in the streets, and you see a great big division because of the magnetism and the radiation from the planets lining up.
I
You're
saw a video today by suspicious observers, and he points out how everything about astrophysics is changing right now into
Yep.
the electric universe. And I'm going to post this in the room. I want everyone to watch this. It's fucking awesome if you study
Right.
astrophysics.
All right. Lay it in there, bro, and I'll grab it another time.
Uh,
I
the
believe it's
entire
2027.
universe is not expanding like they thought it was. The entire universe is static, and they're trying to decide whether it's
Bet.
a magnetic universe that's toroidal or whether it's dipole.
They
And
already
we
know
don't
it's
really know
toroidal.
the distances
They already
between.
know it's toroidal. They already know it's toroidal, Bruce. It's just the public information is a bit behind.
If you ever, hey Bill, if you ever study the relationship between your own blood cells or the blood cells in an organism, whether it be a dog, a goat, cow, mule, or a human being, you notice how they work together, right? And they have certain friction that causes static electricity in your body. When you touch a cabinet and you're not really grounded, you notice how you get a little spark that comes off your hands.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about that, and you look at like in my job, or well, part of my job as a lab tech, you have a petri dish, right? And you grow a whole entire culture in there, and within that culture you can introduce certain elements or manipulate it in certain ways. Now if you take a look at the planet and the human culture, that's why they call it culture of bacteria, culture of viruses, culture, I mean, it's something that grows, and obviously we do grow. Now who's to say that we're not in a petri dish? We are an experiment from God.
We're not in a petri dish. Oops, I said it.
I don't
No,
know.
I mean physically, no, but
We kind of are on the planet. We're kind of constrained here. We have limitations of being able to
yeah,
leave.
yeah,
There
we're
are
kind of
certain aspects of
blood
that
cells.
that does play, but I'm not saying. I'm thinking, and some of the stories that I've read through time about that kind of thing is that we are the next generation. When we evolve, we'll be the next generation of our creator.
Yep,
Our creator.
There's so much to
I'm
see, man.
convinced.
I've seen so much shit. I've actually seen an interdimensional being that looked like a flesh and blood man stalking me through the fucking woods, and I knew that he was not of this earth.
Well, and about
And
2 years ago, you actually told that story. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. You got,
and to
you
this
know,
day, I I don't like to think of interdimensionals. I like to think that they come here in spacecraft and land and then walk around for a little while and then get back up in their UFOs and fly away again. And this was just one of those times where some dude was just like checking me out, for a brief moment in time. And so, but all this shit about the universe, I don't really think it's that important. What's important is that we we're friends right now. Wizard, Jimmy Beam, and I are friends right now, and we are communicating. And the thing that we're communicating about is intelligence way beyond the average animal. And yet, as stupid as we are, those beings that are out there in the universe that have lived for millions of years beyond us take interest in us for a very important reason. They want to know what it is that we have. And the theory is that our emotions and our passions are driving us to seek the truth and to narrow it down to the most ultimate thing that we can do is to love each other. And that is what this next election is all about. It's about love. It's about Trump is going to stop the fucking criminals, the butt fucking pedophile Joe Biden. Yes, I'm going to say that right now.
Morally correct. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen him grab little girls' titties on fucking videos. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
This shit has got to end.
I hate to say it, I won't even say what happened if I come across them guys.
And people like us are not going to stand for that shit. We're going to re-elect
I'm
Trump
even
for law and order.
that YouTube guy.
Where was it posted, Bear?
These people in foreign universes are looking down on us and saying, there's a whole lot of wickedness going on this planet. And even though they're not as advanced as us, we take interest in them. We could take over this planet. We could have, abduct people and do horrible things. No, the time I was visited was all just like intense fucking energy. The only reason I was afraid was because of my ignorance. They did nothing to harm me. They just said, we're here, we're real. Yeah, we're watching you, we're on top of things. And you just stand by.
You know what? It's fire in the boat. God
All right, cheers, man.
Turn the bowl.
But the universe will not allow this harmful shit that's going on here to continue. When I say the universe, I mean potential other extraterrestrials. Look at the fucking universe, man. It goes on for billions of years at the speed of light.
Sing, can you find a link? Could you see if you could find that link and post that?
You're stuck,
It's fucking stupid to think that
stuck
there
in
are
a corridor.
highly advanced organic beings out there.
Maybe they're
Right,
organic,
Bruce.
maybe they're not, Bruce.
You're stuck in a corridor that has two doors that you open up,
Our definition of organic is
and you open it up with the thing.
what is to say that they're no less organic from their environment than we are from ours?
What do you mean? They're computers?
Self-destruct.
Technology, their existence, their chemical makeup. Maybe their planet wasn't based on carbon,
Yeah, silicone.
or some
Yeah.
hydro or peroxide planets.
It seems
Yeah, you got all sorts of different
Right.
possibilities out there.
Who is attacking? Hey, Bill, who is attacking us? It seems like with the development of silicon technology, that might be what they're after. And we
But it
need
had to be
iron, we
started.
need
It
copper,
had
we
to be
need zinc.
started by an organic being. A computer does not create itself from nothing.
But organic,
Well,
when you
I
say
could be
that, you're
wrong.
saying organic. We're organic from this soil. If somebody's organic from the soil, what's the base of them? We're based with carbon. Are they based with silicone? Now, with the AI, now we're talking about really deep kind of astrophysics here, but are they based with carbon? If they were, they would want oxygen. They would the cycle that we lived within, but they're trying to kill it. That's the thing that gets me.
So many questions, so few answers. It's nice to
Yeah.
speculate.
But
I'm
we're
pretty
seeing it unravel. We're seeing the
I'm pretty brave motherfucker to talk about this shit. People could shun me, call me a fool,
Yeah.
an idiot. But I know what I saw.
well, we're all gonna have freaking weird, freaky dreams tonight. That's for sure. If you even, I hardly even sleep these days, guys. Freaking
Yeah, Skull Drazer, it could have been a demon that I saw. I wonder about it sometimes. Because as soon as I looked at him and our eyes met, he was scared as shit. That motherfucker took off running through the woods. I mean, he ran 100 yards in 1.5 seconds. He was gone. He's just like, oh shit, you're not supposed to see me. And I was like, I see you. He's like, oh
now,
shit.
reading in the Bible, it talks about the watchers. The watchers observe you. What are they observing you for? That thing. So, and you got to understand that what the Bible refers to as sin, you have a certain dynamic there in the life of a person when you consider time. And you only have so much time in this body because you are a soul and you were borrowed, you were given this body just for a particular amount of time. It's going back to that dirt right over there. Okay, so the watchers watch how you use your time, watch your decisions and everything like that. And they're real, folks. And I think that's what you've seen with the watchers. Because I did that when you told me the story. What was it, like a month and a half ago, maybe
Yeah.
2 months ago? You said the same story. No, dude, that was like 3 months ago. Good Lord, time has gone by for me.
Now the
Yeah, but
interdimensionals,
that,
Skull Razor, the interdimensionals are what were known in history as the archons. Yeah, those were known as the archons.
and also known as archangels. Archangels. The archives are, yeah,
No,
they're kind of like
weren't
record
archangels.
keepers, the book of life type.
They were the interdimensionals were archons. That's why they were named archons, because they were interdimensionals.
Bill, where do you get that term? I haven't heard that. Well, I think I've heard it a couple times.
But you have heard it, archon.
They were known as archons.
Didn't arc and so that the normal people could understand it? Archon, archangel.
They came with ark.
That's
Basically,
that's why you don't.
They came upon a floating craft, is what it means.
Were they the Nephilim?
Through the gates. No,
Okay.
through the gates. They came through gates.
No, Nephilim are,
Oh, when the angels first fell down from hell,
yeah.
heaven.
Yeah, those weren't archons. Those are the Raphaim.
The
Those were the
Nephilim.
Raphaim. Those were the rebellious ones.
Well,
All right, guys. Let me set a precedent. Let me explain something. On the whole entire planet, when there is a certain amount of human blood spilled on the ground, a door opens. Okay, you got little doors when you do the little sacrifices like every society did throughout all of history. They always talking about, but he don't understand what he was talking about completely. But when you have like a world war, you have tons, literally tons of human blood on the ground. That does open up a spiritual door where you can have more access to, and we've had so much blood built that we have such access to the watchers, and they have access to us that you're starting to see things in dynamics of the planets and magnetism and gravity and radiation from the sun and everything like that. That looking at. I don't expect too many people to really understand that, but that's what we're looking at. I know. It'd probably take a year to figure that one out.
Do you have a timestamp, Skulldrazer? Because
All right.
I was just wondering about that.
Okay, I want everyone to understand this one. The universe is almost infinite. It goes on for light years, over 4 billion. I mean, they don't even know. Okay, so whatever caused all these planets and
Because
universes to
we're
exist,
small and
it's
infinite.
got to be for a reason. If we exist on this tiny spot, and light has been traveling for 4 billion years to all these other planets, universes, don't you think that organically other beings could have evolved or started from pond scum and become to be intelligent just like us? And then over millions and millions of years, develop technology just like us, like the light bulb, and then the airplane, and then
Yep.
space travel, and then I mean, it's an awful waste of space if there are no other beings here besides us.
They have
Right. And
the
the odds are that there are
technology.
many others. The odds are very likely that there are many others, even.
And I'm telling you that I saw one.
But
Okay.
I was looking for a timestamp on that video because it's 53 minutes, and I've only got another 4 minutes here on the video on the live stream, and I'm going to call it, guys. But yeah.
See,
I
Bill,
won't go in
what I
here.
do, I open 1, 2, 3 links that were put up, and I'll pause them and I'll leave them there until in the morning when I wake up, and I'll continue my studies with
Oh yeah.
picking the brain and experience of other people. Because we're all a group, respectively, of course.
Well, you have to understand, number one, the Bible story, everything, okay, is subject to change, and
Right.
that was made very clear by John from Patmos or whatever. Okay,
Yeah, down the
when he
bottom.
wrote it, this all can change. Is the reason I write it is because this is the way I see it as it happens without intervention. Okay, get that. Okay, just put that in your Rolodex and
Yeah,
file
and you
that.
also
So
have to consider the time and the thought pattern of that particular society and
right,
how he lived.
that's the way it was showed to him. If there was no intervention.
Right.
Okay, now we're well into this thing where we should have been all just running for our lives kind of thing at this point if the Bible had been followed to the letter. Okay,
Right.
the interventions have been made. We are living in grace. There are several places in Revelations where there's chapters within chapters kind of thing going on. Okay, if you
Right.
actually there are multiple events within the same timelines happening within the same chapters. Okay,
Right.
so
Like one
yeah,
one statement in this time in life would mean this, but in the next season in your life would mean this, but for the society it means this. and as it grows, it means this. The same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of positions like that. So,
Yeah.
but then there's you have verses like in Second Kings 7:4, or what is it, Corinthians, Second Corinthians 7:14.
Oh,
If he
check
turned from
you
their wicked ways and seek
out.
my face, I will heal thy land, and uh, yeah, all that jazz. Um,
Yeah,
so
bless
yeah,
you, man.
okay, and that basically, I've been following prophecy for like about 15 years. Okay, so I've watched some of this stuff happen. I've listened and learned and just keep on observing. And the blood moon sequence came through, and it should have ended with the false prophet and the Antichrist meeting on holy ground, and they did. But guess what? There was no impact. There was no falling star from the sky to strike the censers to ignite the fires at the altar of God,
Who was the false Christ that met
which was to be the first of the trumpets.
No, you
Obama?
remember? Yeah, you remember when the Pope he receded and he denounced his position as Pope, and then you had another Pope come up.
Mm-hmm.
That I believe that was the time of what was it, like 2-3 years ago.
A
Yep.
bongo?
Yeah.
A bongo? A bongo?
And
Yeah, that's
they erected this big temple that had a big orgy statue in it and stuff. Yeah, it looked like a big snake head. Yeah,
Right, because all prophecy points that right now that this pope is the pope that brings down this Church of the Seven Hills, which is the Vatican.
yeah, we know that. Right.
Okay, so and even their own prophecies say that this guy is the false prophet.
yeah.
So
Okay,
here's what gets me, Bill. You know the book of Revelations.
Reckoning.
I'm not going to quote the chapter and verse, but it says in the book of Revelations that woe be to the woman with child who has to flee to the
Yeah,
wilderness.
just
yeah,
before
that's
that,
where
it
we
talks
are
about
now.
you will have to, yeah, you will have to run to the
Yeah,
hills, and woe be to the woman with a child with suck.
The
And
dragon is waiting to eat. Now, I
the
oh,
want you
dragon.
to
you're talking
This
about a
references the
society.
water. It's reference that's the
guys,
waters.
you can let me talk for 10 seconds.
The dragon
Yeah,
is the water.
forgive me, forgive me. That was a wrong. I shouldn't have even interjected because that I was thinking about a different verse. Okay.
I just want to say something for a few seconds, please. Now, when it says in the book of Revelations, after that, it says, the woman put the moon under her feet. That means the moon has always symbolized emotions on the earth. It causes tidal flows, it causes people to go crazy. There's more police. Okay, so when the book of Revelations talks about the woman puts the moon under her feet, that means she subdues emotions. She gets control. And that's going to be when Trump is reelected because women are going to understand it's
That's
not
part
about
of the change.
emotions. It's not about emotions. It's not, see, that's what's going on right now. This whole fucking thing is based on, oh, Trump hates Mexicans. He calls them rapists and shit. And they get all emotional like, oh, but these are just like poor fucking children coming over from Mexico. And we just got to bleed our fucking hearts out and let them in. And that's
Okay.
emotion. And women are going to wake the fuck up. They're going to
Hold
put
on.
the moon of emotions under their feet. And they're going to realize this is not how our nation will survive if we continue to allow that
And they will be humbled.
right.
You gotta understand that humility is your reset button. Humility is like the nuclear bomb that cleans the slate.
Because guess what?
And in one act,
The world's going to change. It is going to change. Because when you're worried about your
yeah,
survival, you're not worried about who thinks what about you.
Bill, did you understand what I was theorizing there?
Yeah, I got you. I got
Kinda.
you. Yeah, makes sense.
No, that's something I have to process for a while.
I love you
But
guys. I wouldn't be talking to you guys.
that
if I
can be
didn't
one
love you guys.
interpretation. That's I got you, bro. That's one interpretation of it. But yeah, I've heard others as well. So, but
Love you, Jimmy Bain. Love you like a brother,
God
man.
bless you,
You too,
Bruce.
Jimmy.
Bless you, brother.
Thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
coming up and being a part of the show
Now
tonight,
you have spur
buddy.
spur of the moment representation. You have the society representation. You have different representations of what woman means in that translation. Um, and you have the planet representation, like all of human society.
Man, if you
And
could have
that's
seen what I saw this weekend, I saw a blood moon rising with Mars right over the top of it. And I was like, God, it is so apocalyptic, man. I was just standing there staring at it. And I was like, what?
imagine how your great grandfather feels sitting in the grave out there in heaven, and he knows that you're actually witnessing that. That'd be
Scout
awesome.
Ranger, thank you very much for hanging out with us and Singularity if you're still here. Everybody in
Bye.
chat tonight, man. Kay was here. We had we even had Aaron the Tires on the screen for a while, but I didn't see Sick Pat. Yeah,
We had Don Bear tonight. Hasn't been around for
He's on the screen. Yeah,
2 years.
yeah. Well, he's
So good to see Don
taking
Bear.
he got his license.
Don
He's
Baird,
registered.
and
Oh,
he's
he got
tough, dude. He was suffering for a while.
He's
yeah.
going through the same shit I'm going through.
Yeah, well, you know what? It may have been a pain in the ass, which it usually is. But you know what? Now he's got a car. He's got his license. He's got his voting thing all squared away. He's good to go. He's got a place. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be, lost for the winter. I hope. You know what I'm saying?
I love Don Bear. I love him like a brother.
Exactly. He's in a good spot. He seems to be doing okay there. You know.
I love all you guys, man. Thank you for chatting with me. You made my day. Really did.
Coach Razor, thank you so
Yes. God bless you guys. Thank you for being part of everything. And we had another great show tonight. Thank you for making this the great American experience. And
much.
do well, Patriots, because we are winning. Yes, we are.
And most hated, thank you for your tenacity. We hope you learned really well.
All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night.
I was just reviewing some comments, and
Yeah.
Wiz, you were right, bro.
Well, I try to be as best I can. I will never lie to you.
What?
All right, guys.
Pretty wise, man.